This is for girls. I never took off for girls. Guys, this is for off for girls. I never took off for girls. I never knew girls, guys. This is for off for girls. I never took off for girls. Guys, this is for off for girls. I never took off for girls. I never knew girls.
Wheels spin on the ground. Sky dark rolls a sound. Echo in the heart's core. Ride like never before. Pedals screaming, wind howl. Freedom rushes through the soul. Chase the night, break the dawn. Never stop, keep rolling on.
Yo, dudes. Bros, dudes, guys, ladies, everyone else that's here, international superstars, Colin here over at Inside Cycling World. Dudes, looks like we've got a really interesting stage here today. Stage 17, Cassano de Ada to Andalo. Got some cool events happening on the race so far. Sweltering hot day out there, guys. Jumping on. This is kind of right where I plan to jump on today, guys. Knowing that the first part was kind of be like establish the breakaway. And the more I look at this race, the profile itself, I think this is going to be a pretty tough day for a lot of the GC guys. I think there's going to be some tired legs coming in today. The last half of this, the back part of this race is pretty tough. It's very lumpy, very bumpy. We can see Visma already driving the front right now. Current situation right now, guys, you guys have been watching. There was a breakaway early on. A little while ago, Remy Cavagna jumped away. Between the first two categorized climbs, he jumped away by himself. He should have all the climb points here. Let me just double check that for you. So yeah, Cavagna at the Cocca dell'Adrino got all the points there. Remy Cavagna got 9 points. Ciccone second. Einar Rubio, Yardi Christian Van Erling fourth. Over the first climb, it was, man, I wish that would just stay, like, I don't know if you guys see that flickering. Like, I'm going to stroke out here, I think. So yeah, dudes, we got Cavagna up front. Big chase group here. This is our breakaway group. It's gigantic. It's kind of almost like a mini peloton. Pretty much all the teams represented here outside of Visma. I'd have to have a good look at this here. Great to see Movistar in the front, Mass, Juan Pedro Lopez, Lorenzo Malesi, and Einar Rubio. Jan Hurt for NSN, dominating. Dude, like NSN, we need some firepower. NSN needs some firepower. This guy's up here doing it by himself. Jan Hurt for NSN, old dude, 35 years old, sitting currently 18th overall, doing it by himself. Come on! Dude, I love it. Got some, okay, let's just recap the day, guys. Apparently, we've heard through the grapevine, they're in the feed zone now, that there was a Dumoulin dump on stage somewhere. Dumoulin dump on stage. If you don't know what the Dumoulin dump is, guys, you're new to the channel, you're just jumping in here thinking, I'm going to find the most bizarre, weirdest videos I can find on YouTube. It's right here. It's right here, guys. Tom Dumoulin won the Giro 2017. He also had explosive diarrhea on said stage, where he had to basically slam on the brakes, rip all his gear off. And remember, it's not just pulling down your shorts. It's getting your bib straps over your shoulders. And you know, when you gotta go, you gotta go. So he probably went in said shorts, got the bibs down, finished dumping, pulled the bibs up. I don't think he raced much longer after that. Tom Dumoulin, short career. Am I right or am I right? Yeah, guys, unfortunately that does happen. Guys get diarrhea. Things happen out there, and camera cars are everywhere. They did cut away in time. Although there's probably some footage out there. Let's not even talk about that. So there wasn't another Tom Dumoulin dump out there today from a Movistar rider. Who was it, guys? Who was it? Dave's in the mix here. Cycling snack talk. Breakfast on the level of Pop-Tarts or Little Debbie snacks. Oh, Little Debbie's. Yeah, exactly. Aaron's having oatmeal cream pies this morning. Dude, I actually had jam on toast. Butter jam on toast. I just wanted to mix it up today. Yeah, someone scored a Dumoulin dump. Eddie saying Jonas' job looks done. The other riders possibly win. Jonas needs to stay in the pack. Yeah, Jonas just needs to hang out, guys. That's all he needs to do right now is hang out. But, you know, these dudes always want to win stages too. There was another really cool incident out there today. It was this rider. And I love seeing this stuff, guys. It was Simone Consoni, sprinter for Lidl Trek. This dude is generally hanging out with Jonathan Milan at the end. And it's unbelievable because he weighs 60 kilograms. He's not a big dude. From Ponte San Pietro in Italy, 31 years old. Sits 153rd overall right now. There was a family on the side of the road. And I just kind of like to think in my head, who was this? There was like, you know, a family. A couple of dudes kind of like me, a little bit overweight. Decked out in cycling gear. My story is that they were friends of the family. Maybe a cousin, maybe a brother. With the wife and the kids. There's kids there. They got their strollers. And they're handing out what I would call freezies. Or freezy pops. That's what we call them here in North America. Matt Stevenson. Matt Stevenson? Is that what he calls it? He likes to call them ice lollies. Dude, I'm putting a big thumbs down on ice lolly. I never want to hear the word lolly again in my life. Never. It's a freezy. You know what I'm talking about, dudes? It's those long freezies. You rip the top off with your mouth. There's no way to open them but using your teeth. You end up ripping your gums apart. We've all done this. Dave from Toronto would know this. Imagine Dave 30 years ago is enjoying freezy pops on a nice, or I would just only say a freezy. I think the brand here is Freezy. Guys, this is all not dedicated to cycling today. Freezy Pop discussion. Let me know your favorite Freezy Pop guy. Oh, I love this Ron Dalton here. The infamous Ron Dalton. Tom Dookie Man. Oh, Nick had to abandon? What? Yeah, dude, I like this too. Nicky Z. That's a good nickname for him. Dude, Aaron, we're going to push that in the world of cycling. Nicky Z. And it's going to stick. Nicky Z. So Nicky Z had to abandon today. Wish his dad came in to tell us what's up and if he's okay. Dude, he did crash. Zukowski crashed the day before the rest day. So it's never the next day. We all know this from biking, guys, or any injury. You know, when you bang yourself outside, you step on a shovel the wrong way. It's not the next day. It's 2 or 3 days later. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 2 or 3 days later. I bet you he's feeling... He did say it felt like he'd been ran over by a truck. I never saw the crash because I didn't watch that stage. Still haven't. Yeah, Dave likes his cream pies. Jam and Toast makes you think of the Jackson 5 doing the Sunbeam bread jingle. Dude, do I remember that? I might remember that. So, dudes, Remy Cavagna's up front. Time trial specialist, but he's going from a long way out. And I am watching here the breakaway group. The mini peloton is splitting apart. Splitting apart right now. I see one Unibet Rose Rockets there. I don't think they're actually showing him here. But, it's Nicholas Larson. That dude. Love that dude. And he is a time trial specialist, but he's in the second group. It looks like there's about 10 or 15 up front. A couple guys dangling in the middle. And then about 10 or 15 at the back here. Jan Hurt stuck in no man's land. He's trying to get up there. Again, what a stud here, Jan Hurt. Is that Jan Hurt? It has to be him. Yeah, it is Jan Hurt. Right here. This dude doing it solo, doing it by himself. The best place rider on the team. I mean, all we can say, dudes, is come on. Yep, he's dragging this group back up there, guys. Let the old dude... Okay, 35 is not old. I wish. He's from the Czech Republic. He's from a place called Trebek. Dudes, we got lots to chat about here today. Yeah, so I was on early. The video almost got canceled today. Addison, my daughter, has a new car. Newish. Well, it is new, but it's probably only about 4 or 5 months old, I imagine. No, actually, she's probably had it since late fall. Late fall, something like that. Her first ever brand new car. Like all the financing. Paying for the car insurance by herself. I said, Addison, if you buy it yourself, you got to insure it by yourself here in Canada. I can't put it in my name to give you reduced insurance. I think she's paying like $4,000 a year for car insurance. I have 3 cars insured for... I think I have 3 cars insured for about $3,000 a year. So it's pays to be old, guys. Points classification right now, we have Paul Magnier, Pursuit All Quick Step. Jonathan Narvaez only 2 points behind. Mr. Milan down at 78 points. Jasper Stuyven at 71. And Silva for Extias Astana from the early moves in the race, still sitting in 5th place with 70 total points. Yeah, Dave's saying it's the day you stop to rest that the pain hits the hardest. Ron, 7-Eleven slushy, Slurpee. I always call it a Slurpee. Slurp. And dude, I've been back into Slurpees for a little while now. Just a nice change. So many calories, but so delicious. So delicious at the same time. Dudes, let's take a look and see where we are in the world today. Here we are. Guess what? We're in Europe. We're in Italy. We're in northern Italy. We're heading back up into the mountains. So we've ditched away. We started basically just outside of Milan. And on the east side of Milan, we're working our way across the flatlands here, all this farmland. It is rolly though. Then we ditch up into the mountains, and we will be heading right here. This is where we're heading to. We're to Andalo. This is it right here. It's an autonomous province of Trento, Italy. So Trento, that's probably the biggest town nearby. We'll be we're close to the finishing town of Trento, but it's actually up here. We will take a look at Tour Tracker. You can see that again, guys. So I've zoomed it out here a little bit for you. I'll switch back. You can see we're starting on the east side. The neutral start was just outside of Milano. Take on 2 Category 3s early in the day. And as you can see here, Trento is just to the southeast of the finish line. And looks like, ooh, yeah, they kind of make us swerve around a little bit. So we get very close to the finish line, probably within a kilometer, half a kilometer. They make us head out of town on a little 10-kilometer route and come back in to finish in Andalo. So that's interesting. And the peloton's letting this go, guys, because these dudes up front, like Cavagna, is now overall 3 hours, 12 minutes, and 18 seconds behind the leader. So he's on a flyer today. Dude, who's all pulling for Remy Cavagna? I know I am. Giulio Ciccone, has he... Okay, so Giulio Ciccone today, guys, he is wearing the, what do you want to call it, the inherited blue jersey, the mountain climbers jersey from Jonas. Jonas has 211 points. That's the Virtual Mountains GC. Ciccone on 133, picking up 4 today. Remember, Jonas wears the pink jersey. If you have multiple jerseys, they get passed on to the second place rider. There's stages where Poggy's done it, where I think he's won all the jerseys at one time. And jumping back to the race, guys. So we got a ton of riders in that second group chasing, and I think they're all back together now. Yep, 28 riders back together. Peloton sitting at 6 minutes back. Let's have another look. Still saying 6 minutes there. And let me get caught up in the chat, dudes. Aaron saying 7-Eleven has no slushies, just Slurpees. Rail saying there's a strong high-pressure system. Dude, I can see a lot of dark cloud here. So Rail, yeah, there's some dark clouds in the distance here. It looks like it's almost raining already. Yeah. Yeah, dude, they're riding into the storm. They're going into the eye of the storm right now. So the chase group's at 225. The distance between them, between Remy and the others, is about 1.4 kilometers. From that group, where Ciccone's hanging out in the blue jersey, it's 3.2 kilometers back to main peloton. And actually here it's saying it's 6:51. They're just updated on PCS. I saw it just update to 6:54 right before my eyes as I said it. I think this channel listens to me. PCS, would you like to hire me? Would you like to hire me? Let's go, bro. I'll do it dirt cheap. I work for minimum wage. Yeah, so it's Slurpees at 7-Eleven. Love a good 7-Eleven Slurpee. I think Max used to call it a slush. So Max used to be a big convenience store in Canada. You know, when you think Max, and it had like a little cat, I think, with like a Scottish hat on. Dave, you'd remember. Any Canadians here? We've got Bike Monkey from the Sioux. We got Dave from Toronto. I don't even know if we have any Canadians here. Come on, Team Canada. Let's go, bros. Let's go. Yeah, slushes. I think one pace I think it was Red Rooster. That was another great convenience store growing up. It was kind of like, oh, it's special because there was very few Red Roosters. Does anyone remember Red Rooster? Probably only Canadian. I think they called theirs slush puppies. And I'd say Slurpees and slushes from Max's were very similar. The Red Rooster one, they were more aerated. They were different. Kind of elite. Premium. Yeah, so a storm risk in the Alps, which may affect the stage. Oh, yeah, dude, that's what we want to see. Oh, okay, so Dave's saying something. Unless the insurance dude thinks you're having a midlife crisis because you buy a black 77 Pontiac Firebird. Ron's got to jump into the garden. I know he was out watering the garden. Don, what are you growing out there? What's going on in the garden? Tomatoes, potatoes, what do you got going on? Where's Ron from again, guys? I know he's an American, but where is he in the States? Just trying to think what he can grow there. The Chase group of 20-something plus riders just going around a huge roundabout right now. Splitting up. Rail saying, close to the Star Town, there was a really nice former mine workers village of Crespi de Ada, now a UNESCO site. Dude, interesting. Rail, you need to send me this stuff the night before so I can look it up. Yeah, Redbird, red shirt, Firebird, red shirt, and cowboy hat at our age, high insurance rates. Dude, mine here is my house insurance. Dude, house insurance is so bad now. So my house insurance on my acreage, and they always say it's because to rebuild your house in that location, that's part of it, the location of it. It's not like I'm that far, but every contractor has to drive like an hour to get here from Calgary or wherever they come from. So there's all that drive time, bringing materials. I pay $683 per month for my house insurance. That's sick, really. Like I'm paying $20 a day just to protect my house. A day. It's close to $8,000 a year. Actuarial science never lets you beat the odds. 4,000 Canadian sounds crazy for one 20-year-old female given bike insurance equals zero. Yeah, and dude, that's normal. Her insurance isn't that outside the norm. It's really not. There's kids here paying $5,000 and $6,000 a year. He's saying in the USA, most 16 to 25-year-olds can get good discounts for good grades. Okay. Dave's saying the cannibal, Eddie Merckx, won all the jerseys at the tour once. Yeah, it can happen, dudes. I guess we rode past a place called Beretta. Hey, man, don't do the crime if you can't. Don't do the crime if you can't pay the time. Right? The Beretta theme song. I don't think I ever actually saw that show. I think I was a little bit too young when my parents watched it. Oh, Max was the slush puppy. Really, Dave? So Max was the slush puppy. Dude, I remember getting... I always call him a Slurpee. Or a slush, whatever. In the old days, they had to make them for you. They had to make... There'd be like one machine behind the counter and they would make it for you. So you had to like order. Wow. How the times have changed, guys. So today I'm going to have to go out now and buy some freezies. You know, rip my gums apart as I open them. Yeah, dude, there's a lot of clouds blowing up here in the distance. It reminds me of home here late in the day. And I swear it looks like it's raining in these valley passes coming up. Tim Rex on the front. He's going to be making faces soon, guys. Actually, that's not Tim. I think Tim's riding second right now. Just kind of a processional ride here for these dudes today, guys. See the Esso in the background there. I'm always kind of interested in seeing what the price of fuel is here. Yeah, Europeans pay more. I know you Euros. I love Euros. You pay more, but dude, you don't got to drive anywhere. Like, everything is right there. Here, it's like, we got to drive. Like, dude, if I want a Slurpee right now... I think I can get one in Linden, about 22 kilometers away. I think to Didsbury it's 27 kilometers. I think to Carstairs it's probably 25, 26 kilometers. It is raining. Dudes, rain now. Heavy rain now for Remy Cavagna. So those clouds I did see where I said just a few minutes ago, it looks like it's raining in the valley. It's definitely raining. Definitely raining, guys. So this is Remy Cavagna up front. 150 lead over the mini peloton, heading up to Roncone, which will happen. That's going to be our time bonifications today. No, sprint points. Sprint points at Roncone going to happen at kilometer 142. He's about 12 kilometers away, so he's going to snag that probably. Got some crazy Italian dude upstanding on his house, waving the tricolor, whatever you want to call it, tricolor, I think they always say, of Italy. Actually standing up on this beautiful building. One thing I always like seeing here too, how everyone's got solar panels. Everyone. I don't know, they must get really subsidized well here. So you can see the roads are wet even. Just, it looks like they're drying right now for the Visma boys. Just drying up now, whereas where Remy is, it's absolutely pouring down. He's riding through tunnels. He's going around the manhole covers. I just saw one there anyway. Yeah, there's actually a couple of grates in the road too. So let me get caught up, guys. The finishes in Andalo, it was a finish in 2016 when the stage passed over Mendola and the Fida della Pagnella. It was a great stage when Zakarin tried to attack from far out. That Andalo stage was the only Valverde win in Italy in his career. Really? Yeah. Dave's asking if if Ron's growing hemp. Yeah, hopefully no one's growing herpes. Slurpee, slushy, icy, they're all the same. Favorite regular flavor for me is half cola, half cherry. Dude, and this is where you see the difference between Americans and Canadians. Dave, Dave's in Toronto. I wish Bike Monkey was here too. We never call it cola. It's always Coke. Always Coke. Right? And here's another thing between American and Canadians, and it depends where you are. I think in most of the states, as you get more south, it's a soda. Up here, it's a pop. I know it's a soda pop, but we just call it a pop, right? I don't know. I don't think I ever used the word pop, but I would never use the word soda. I would never use the word soda. It's pop. If I ever have to define what I'm drinking. And it's never cola, it's Coke. Or Pepsi. Yeah, dude, I always go to Aaron. My fave would be like a Pepsi or a Coke. A cola. Pepsi Cola, Coca-Cola. And a grape. That's my faves. Once in a while, I get some wacky one. I actually really like lime, too. By the way, does anyone remember Zakarin? This is from Rail. He was supposed to be the Russian answer to Froome, and he was as awkward on bike as Mr. Froome himself. Dude, I remember the name. I'd have to look up his results to really know what he did. Going to jump back over to Tour Tracker here, guys, so we can see where they're at right now. Switch over to Satellite. We will be trucking along a lake pretty soon. Guys, we're going to have dam talk. We're probably going to have dam talk. Maybe. Not sure if this is a reservoir or not. Dogs are acting a little bit nutty upstairs right now. And we'll zoom back, guys. Here we come. Here's our three groups. Cavagna by himself. Chase group of 25 to 30 riders. And then the GC Peloton. We are getting there. Phase 2 starting fairly quick, guys. I think Phase 2 is going to start... I'm going to say, guys, this is my wild guess. I think it's going to start around kilometer 35. After the sprint point at Roncone, we're going to go downhill. We're going to climb again. And it looks like kind of a brutal little climb. I see lots of little divots in it. Let's zoom in. We'll have a quick peek here. Yeah. So here's our group. If we kind of cruise over here a little bit, you can see how lumpy bumpy it is through here. Right around kilometer 40. I think phase 2 attacks, where it really heats up, start right here. Right after kilometer 30. The lead into the final category 3 of the day. For any of the dudes that are fighting for GC positions, whether it be first and second, well, whatever, or 16th, 17th, 9th, and 10th, all the dudes that are separated by just small amounts of time, and they're trying to move up, Jan Hurt will be on a mission today, guys. Jan Hurt will be on a mission. So we'll just zoom it back here for now. Cavagna up front. Rain capes are being passed about. Jonathan Milan on the back here looks like he's in a vest. I think that's Jonathan. Looks like he's got something hanging from his rear seat, like a little. I don't know if it's if they have a tracker tag back there. Oh yeah, terrible, strobing me, dude. Yeah, don't do that. I could have had an issue there. Catching up, guys. Rail saying Zakarin was also considered the worst descender of all time. Kind of anti-Salvodelli. The cockatoo. Yeah, the white cockatoo. Dude, Dave, those are the craziest birds on the planet. You remember Joey used to be into birds. We don't have birds anymore. And those white ones, they do that. Dude, they're like... I think if you want to destroy your life or have the world's best friend, get a cockatoo. Because they're kind of insane. The stuff that they do. Pouring rain right now, probably feels good. Yeah, it was 33, 34 degrees, so they probably love this until they hit the descents. Although it is raining quite hard here, dudes. Like, it is just saturating them. I love it. This unpleasant weather could be good for Cavagna. The last part of the stage is quite technical with lots of ups and downs. Yeah, exactly, dude. Phase 2. Rail, you called it, dude. You called it. Rail's asking, didn't Bruno Amaral win a Giro stage? Bruno Amaral, dude's an incredible time trialist. Was with Visma. Is he still with Visma? I think Bruno, guys, I think Bruno changed teams. I've just got this feeling that he's with Decathlon now. Let's see if my memory does hold up. No, he's still with Visma. Still with Visma. He was with Decathlon. Okay, that's right. Last year at the Tour de France, we saw him in some long breakaways, guys. Let's take a look at that and see if my memory is just absolutely dialed in. Here we go, boys. Here we go. In the pipe, 5x5. Take it to Bay 12, please. Stage 1 of last year's Tour de France, he was in a 78K break. Stage 2, 154K break. Finished 4th at the Stage 5 individual time trial. He was in a breakaway on Stage 10, a breakaway on Stage 12, 19th at the second individual time trial. These time trials are way too short. The Kane one is pretty good, 33K. I like that. But this one here, 11 kilometers. Oh, long pause. Long pause. Just hang on. That was mountain time trial. So, okay, I get it. That was a really good time trial, actually. That's the one where Remco got past. It was Ludenville to Perregoods. That is the 007. Which movie was it? Airport. There's an airport up there. They finished on the airport runway strip. It's kind of a declined air, so they can. You get my drift? And then he was on another breakaway on the Courchevel stage. 51K. So yeah, Bruno Amaral. So he was Decathlon, now picked up by Visma. So I guess it was someone here saying, didn't Bruno pull something like this off? Well, back, I could see it, dude. He's a good time trialist and not afraid to attack. Solar panels, not in this race, only on the houses on the road. That's right. Oh, that's right. Robert Blake was later accused, allegedly, of murdering his wife, but was acquitted. What do you think about that, Jim? What's the dirt on that? Eddie's talking about in Tour of Langkawi, stage 4, heavy rain for 4 hours of the entire stage. The roads were flooding. Poor runoff, poor city planning probably. I've seen that when I go to Cabo, guys. If it rains there, it's like storm sewers. They didn't even think about it when they built that place. They didn't even think about it. Like, if you go to Cabo and there's a storm, when you land, there's like sand across the roads, like 1 foot and 2 feet deep in places. They got excavators out pushing it out of the way. Just throw it to the side. Okay, come on through. 0 storm sewers, I think. Can't wait to go back. Okay, so Rail's saying that the only time Valverde Coke it is had a friend get sent to rehab because she told social worker she was addicted to Coke. Yeah, there was something weird on YouTube a couple days ago where they basically in Canada now, like, dude, I don't know the full backstory, and a lot of the stuff is conspiracy and whatever. There's a dude out driving his car, and he seems super just normal. He gets pulled over, and basically the cops followed him, a psychologist followed him, and they're like, yeah, you're certified. And the dude's like, well, wait a second, can we just book an appointment so I can come in and talk to the doctor as to what you want to discuss? Cops just locked him up. 1984. Here we go. Like, I don't know if the guy was haywire crazy or not, because that's all you're seeing, but he had his camera on the whole time recording it. So I bet you he's a very outspoken dude, and they don't like what he's saying. Maybe. Or maybe he is a whack job. Who knows? Lime Peach Slurpee Mix is great. Better with a little... Yeah, rum. Add that on too. Dudes, I was thinking that last night. Yeah, dudes, I'm on over 5 months without drinking. February, March, April, May. 4 months. But, dude, it's 4.5 now. And, dude, that's not like... Oh, man, I got to cut back on my 15 beers a day I drink. My half bottle of whiskey. Dude, it's just... I barely drink to start with. And now I'm just like... Wait till I go to Cabo. That's right. The original Coke recipe from the 18th century did have... Was that the 18th or the 19th century? I always get that mixed up. Because the 20th century was the 1900s. So the 19th century, is that right? Would be the 1800s. It's all kind of... Because we never talked about the 0 century, right? It was the first century. From 0 to 100. Allegedly. Rail saying in the 19th century... Toothpaste had the white powder in them. Oh, the white powder, dude. I've never. Yeah, dude. White powder, not into it, dude. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy, guys. I've never done anything bad in my life. Outside of booze, I guess. Don't smoke. I've never smoked either. I have never smoked. I've never had a cigarette to my mouth. Yeah, I guess I'm boring. Cockatoos, these birds can make noise. Someone released some of them in Nassau. Dude, I probably said that wrong. It's better than saying NASA. Right? NASA. Yeah, they're insane birds. Dennis Black. Dude, Dennis Black's here. Dennis, where you from, dude? Everyone say hi to Dennis. Dennis, introduce yourself. Cycling fan. Do you ride bikes outside? Dudes, I took the day off the bike yesterday. Remember I told you I was doing my ride every tile? Speaking of which, ride every tile. Let's take a look, dudes. So, guys, I'm just zoomed out a little bit here. I still haven't gone and updated all my stuff, so I broke down right here. You can't really see. Where the two green ones are in the middle of the screen, the colors change as you overlap them when you keep putting more repeated results on. So I'm trying not to do that. But I broke down to the west of that one. Like I thought I had flat, and then the wheel felt like it was going to fall off. I took it to the shop yesterday morning. They said, yeah, this doesn't feel right at all. They took the, I guess, the free axle apart, whatever, the part that the cassette was on. Dudes, I'm a terrible bike mechanic. And there was a bolt in there, and he goes, yeah, it looks okay. He took it out, and it just snapped in half. So I think it was kind of like just wobbling around inside. So it felt like my back wheel was doing this. Because it was. And not so bad when you're just spinning the wheel. You could just feel it. When you've got some power on it, 300 watts plus, bros. Yeah, it was wobbling all over the place. All over. So they could fix it. Got to order a part from Europe. It's on my Jake the Snake, my Kona. I guess they don't make the wheels anymore. The wheel manufacturer's out of business. The part that's in there you can only get in Europe. Damn you, Europe. The part's it's not expensive, but I think it would be one where you got to order 4 different parts just to make sure they fit. They still may not fit. Then you're going to pay $30 shipping, so many euros for the parts, then probably tariffs. Just get me a new wheel. Just get me something similar that's going to work. So the bike's at the shop getting fixed. Aaron saying, Remy Cavagna is giving Casper asking res from Tour de France. Yeah, dude, exactly. Big engine coming into better form. Strong men. Dude, I'm going to play some catch up here. Sir Bike-A-Lot's back. Cavagna could do this. His TT was super strong. All depends if the group behind can work together. Yeah, dudes, they might just say, yeah, dude, go for it. Like, okay, guys. Yeah, sorry, I'm in the wrong spot right now. Cavagna's 3 hours down. Does Visma even think about him right now? No. They're like, yeah, dude, have fun. Have a good day. Groupama FDJ, you're welcome. You're welcome. This could be their stage win. Like, what has Groupama done at this race, guys? Not a ton, but there's quite a few teams in that same boat, so they're going to have to do something to try to get up there. EF? Not really tons. Lotto Intermarché? Not tons either. Jan Hurt, he's representing NSN perfectly. Caruso's in that break too, guys, for Ballering Victorious. I just noticed that. I did see him earlier. Kind of forgot he was up there. Stork's up there as well. He's 136 down, though. It's his teammate, Matisse Rondel, who I believe is in the top 10 still. Matisse Rondel, 11th. So the top 10 right now is Vingegaard, Gall, Aaronsman, Hindley, Eulalio, Derek G. vaulting up, guys. I think he was 9th yesterday at the start. Vaulting up. Michael Storer in 7th. Pig Anzoli, dude. The future for Visma right there. Take a look at this dude. Morbegno. He's from Morbegno in Italy. He's 23 years old. He's like Jonas's number one dude right now. He's there. He's the last guy to be there. He pulls off, and then somehow Jonas goes with a bunch of the GC guys, and then you see Davide coming back up and catches on to the guys that Jonas drops. Like, this guy's capable. He's really capable. So that's going to be our GC group there, guys. Coming up to the top of Ronconi right now. Remy will get those points. And I'm catching up. Fab saying they were selling opium tonic in the Bahamas until the 70s. Great cure all, I'm sure. Oh, absolutely, dude. Cures all ailments. Oh, worst experiences include a bloody ankle while learning to use clipless pedals, getting chased by a healer dog. Oh, dude, yeah, healers are the absolute worst. They really are. I own one. I own one. Dude, they really are the worst. Like, they just have to chase everything. Losing sunglasses on a downhill of a race. Yeah, dude, I need some new sunglasses. Today I'm going to order some, the earphones. Guys, shout out to all you outside bike riders that do this stuff. I always listen to music, but I'm a very alert cyclist. Like, I'm constantly like this. Like, guys, I'm going to actually tweak my neck one of these days. I'm always doing I need to do it slower. And maybe it's because I haven't ridden outside in so long. I'm like looking back every 30 to 45 seconds, just tweet. And actually it hurts doing it right now. But I need music when I ride. Maybe a podcast. Dude, just something else at the same time. So I'm looking into what do they call them? The induction ones that kind of go around your head and they have the thing on the back. Now, I do rock the iPhone AirPods. Dude, they're fantastic. They are fantastic. The range on those babies is so good, but they will pop out of your ear. And I guarantee you they would pop out on a bike ride. Guaranteed. I popped them out walking around the house. They'll bang on the floor. The beauty of the iPhone AirPods is I can park my phone in a good part of the house, like when I'm working. So I could park it upstairs near the window so I can get some cell coverage, leave my phone there, and then when a call comes in, call from Dave from Toronto, and I can go, would you like? Yes. Good communication, and I still have decent cell service. If I come downstairs, cell service, gone. Gone, guys. Dude, this is a really good stat here. Most Grand Tour starts by competitors. Wout Poels, 38 years old. He has 26 Grand Tour starts. Leading the way here, guys. 5 Giros, 11 Tours, 10 Vueltas. Nelson Oliveira, second place at 23. Damiano Caruso in the race as well. Wilco Kelderman, 20. He's not in the race anymore. And David Dela Cruz. So I think we've only lost one of these guys. Wilco was here. Didn't start stage 4. And you know what? I'm not sure why he didn't start stage 4. 35 years old. So you would expect, obviously, you need to be an older dude to have all these races under your belt. Jan Hurt, who's still here, he's got 17 starts, 9 Giros. Will this be Jan Hurt's best? He won a stage at the Giro in 2022. Wonder what his best finish was here. Right there, guys. There we go. The year he won a stage in 2022, he finished 6th at the Giro. So this dude's been way up there before. And right now he's sitting 18th overall for NSN cycling team. Oops. Okay, we're doing a chat catch-up here, guys. Yeah, NASA, not NASA. Okay, I'm catching up, dudes. I don't know how much of a sticky bottle I gotta do here. How old was the wheel? Was there a recall warranted? Dave, dude, I bought that bike probably in 2018, I would imagine, from Okotoks. Remember Charles Pester? Yes, I dialed that name in yesterday. He was from Okotoks. I went all the way down there. It was advertised on Kijiji, I think. Brand new old stock. A bike shop I'll never remember the name of. Dude, and it's a great bike. Like, when I took it in, I guess the Jake the Snake Kona is kind of what they call it. It's kind of like almost what they call like an iconic CX bike. Kind of like one of the OG bikes back in the day. I don't know. Nothing really that special about it. It's aluminum. I had to put a bigger chainring on the front because it was way too small for riding. So this is my inside bike. First time I take it outside, the back wheel kind of busts in half. But yeah, it's so old now, Dave. I've got a new, they said it's kind of like a new CX / mountain bike rim coming for the back. I also needed a new rotor to fit on that bike. So I'm like, fine, just do it. So I can ride all those crappy dirt roads out here. I did pull out my mountain bike from the barn, and I'm like, I'm donating this thing. I can't ride this thing. So the cool thing is at Cal Cycle, I took a picture of it. I'll post it online. They have a spot where you can just go donate your old bikes. They get fixed up, and once a year or whatever, they ship them all over to Africa. That happens just down the road from me. I have the picture on my phone. Dudes, I'm just trying to catch up. Law in my state requires 3 feet to pass. Yeah, I think that's the general rule here. Rail saying, problem for FDJ is that Cavagna is the only guy they have in the break. If someone like Josh Kinch was in the second group, he would now have a free ride. Cavagna is even using his aero bottles. He must be... Dude, okay. I'm going to look right now for Sir Bike-A-Lot here. Good catch. I'm looking around. The camera is on Remy. He's out of the rain, guys. He's actually back in the sun. He's at the 60-kilometer to go marker here. And yeah, dude, you're right. He is riding aero bottles. Yeah, so, dudes, this is planned. This is planned. Today's the day for Groupama FDJ. All these teams are under a lot of pressure. You know, like, guys, we got to do something. Like, guys, tell me what Groupama FDJ has done. Because I just can't remember. Why am I holding a pen? Makes me look important, I think. Dog's barking again. Eddie's asking, are there any Superman-style rides before in Pro Level? Dude, I think they might have done it goofing around, like, on the ceremonial last stage of every Grand Tour. Yeah, dude, you're right. Caruso has been quiet and active at the same time. Multiple breaks, but doing everything. But he's up there. Like, I mean, 1347. Let me just look at Jan. Dude, he's still top 20. Jan Hurt is 13th overall. 38 years old. Retires this year. Don't retire. Dude, don't retire. Maybe he's got a gravel future ahead of him. Dudes, what do we got here today? Wow, 83 people here. Guys, go to work. Please go to work. Nah, I'm just kidding, dudes. Dudes, I met this cool kid yesterday. So, hey, dude, I don't mean to call you kid, but he's a kid. 19 years old. Wicked cyclist, man. So, I was out at Cal Cycle. You like how I said wicked there? Getting my bike fixed. I've been there. I was there about a week and a half ago to get some lube spray. I love lube. And Cavagna having a good gander back here. There's a rider coming across to Cavagna, guys. One rider is coming across to Cavagna. Let's see. It's David Dela Cruz. David Dela Cruz is coming across to Cavagna. And, dudes, he's by himself. He's got about a 36-second gap. So, Pinarello Q36.5. Second day they've been active, guys. It was Chris Harper yesterday. Here's the remainder of that group. They are going to be picking up Cavagna. So, hopefully Cavagna can get back in this group, chill for the next half hour, and get ready for a final assault today. Okay. Guys, I lost train of thought. Train of thought gone. Yeah, so Colton, bro, loved talking to you yesterday. So I was at the bike shop, guys. Dudes ripping my bike apart. A whole bunch of new guys or two. I got to find out what's going on because I've been going to that shop for, 9 years now. I always love popping in there. It's a great little bike shop. You're not going to get, Campy Super Record or Jura Ace in there. But if you want your bike fixed, you want to pick up a water bottle cage, some lube, perhaps a tire, and a dozen eggs plus $1 pops, it's the place to go. Enough said, right? You can go in and buy a $1 pop. I said it. Pop. Notice I did not say soda. Dude, they have a fridge there. Yeah, dude, they're not ripping you off. And you can get a dozen eggs at the same time. Actually, they have flats of 24, just so you know. Mennonites. Talking to this kid. He goes, hey, man, I hear you. I called him a kid again. Sorry, dude, but I thought about this one dude. He's so much younger than me. Hey, dude, I hear you like to ride some gravel. He must have heard me talking when I came in talking about my gravel adventures. This kid's the real deal. He is the real deal. He's rode Canadian Nationals. And just, guys on Strava, there's the Strava clubs. So I'm part of just a couple clubs. Like there's a Linden Bike Club. There's the Crank Bike Club. Oh, an attack right away by Jonathan Narvaez right there, guys. Once they caught Cavagna, Narvaez goes on the attack here. He's going for the sprint points. Dudes, that's why. He's only 2 points behind Mania in the sprint points. He's going to win them here, guys. He's got one rider with him. Looks like an Alpecin rider from a distance here. Narvaez out of the saddle all the way. He takes it. So at the Roncalli sprint, Narvaez takes the points, dudes. Are you kidding me? He will be wearing the purple by the end of today, guys. I believe. Yeah. Let's see if this updates on the fly. Yeah, it just updated right now. He picked up 12 points there. He is now 10 points ahead of Manier. Who said UAE was out of the race? This guy. This guy right here. Dude, nice sprint there. Nice sprint by Narvaez. Dude, UAE, like, come on, bros. Give something to someone else, man. 3 riders on the front. We got Fabio Vandenbosch, Jonathan Narvaez, and Giulio Ciccone. Yeah, so I met him at the shop. We're chit-chatting. He knew a lot about gravel, blah, blah, blah. I'm just blathering on old guy stuff, looking at some bikes and that. And I said, dude, what's your name? Dude, I could tell he was a cyclist because he's like he's not a big dude. I mean, guys, you know I like to talk full-size man. I always do this, full-size man, shredded but not shredded. Dude, most cyclists are probably like how tall is Poggy? 5'9"? Colton's probably 5'7", 5'8", 5'9" in there, but just shredded. Like there's not an ounce of body fat on him, like perfect for cycling. And I said, dude, what's your name? He goes, Colton. And I'm like, dude, I know exactly who you are. Because I've watched him grow up on Strava when he was like a 14, 15-year-old, like just killing it out here. I'm like, dude, you need to go racing. You need to go. And so he has done some gravel events in the States. I think he's been a little bit hurt over the winter or sick, I think he said. But dude, Colton, bro, go racing. Do it, dude. Do it. You're 19. Now's your chance. You ain't going to be do it when you're 29, 30, well, maybe 20. When you're 39, 49, or 59. So now is your chance, dude. That's my motivational talk there for Colton. Good chatting with you, Colton. A lot of hand talking there. Yeah, Trek bottles must be harder to pee in. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, so again, going back to Ciccone yesterday, so there was talk that I thought it was the fans he was ticked off at, but someone else said, I think they said at the beginning of the stage, and I heard Stevenson and the Italian dude, I don't know what his name is, on Flow here talking about it, that he was mad at his handler for giving him the wrong bottle. So apparently he was waiting for the urine therapy bottle. I think that's what he wanted. He wanted the bottle filled with urine. Like, dude, why are you mad at your handler? Like, why? But, yeah, he's probably a hot-headed dude. I can see it. Sir Bike a lot here saying G starts slow and always takes time in the final. Yeah, dude, exactly. He's up to 6th place. Dude, I think I'm really behind. Justin puts the earpiece in one ear, then I can still hear what's going on. Yeah, dude, I thought about doing it too, like having one in and one dangling. Tuck it in the jersey. Guys, today I am wearing my Sirocco jersey. I think I have 3 or 4 of these. I've never really worn them. I've been wearing them outside. I love them. I absolutely love these jerseys. I think they're Spanish because when you go to their website, it's all translate from Spanish. And also, they don't really do team kits except for one team, Burgos BH. And they have like every Burgos BH jersey you can think of. So I think they're an official jersey equipment supplier for Burgos BH. They have the different countries for Burgos BH. They have multiple colors. Dude, really cool. So if you're looking for like maybe some new kit to try out, I kind of like them. I like the feel of the material. And they kind of fit me good too. Extra large. Budget rider. I get a song in my head and go. I love the sound of riding outside. The gears, rubber on the road, my own breathing. Oh, the cars. Can't hear the cars. Dude, I love the sound of carbon wheels. Like, yeah, dude. I get to hear mine. I'm like, man, that sounds so wicked. Dave will be good with one Grand Tour start. Definitely back in the sun. Drew's in the mix. Looks like Drew slept in a little bit this morning. Good morning, lads. And, dude, you're going to do a bit of a catch-up here. Yeah, Cavagna's been caught. Tom, I listen while I work, so Tom's listening while he works here. Good to see Tom. It feels good, but you know it's wrong. That's it. It's going to be Tom. It feels good, but you know it's wrong, Shank. Tom, it feels good, but you know it's wrong, Shank. If you know, you know. Go back to the original videos, guys. Dudes, let's talk about racing coming up, and I'm getting more jazzed up about this. I know we're in the depths of the Giro, but dudes, okay, so the Giro is going to finish on May 30th, Sunday. Is there 30 or 31? I don't even know. Guys, got to keep track. I think Monday's June 1, right? I need to know that because that's a move-in day for 2 of my properties are getting filled on Monday. I think I'm going to one at like 6 in the morning to give them the keys. I'm like, guys, I'll show up whenever you want. They're like, can we get the keys early? I'll give them to you early on that day. I can't give them to you the night before. I just can't. I know you're not going to move in, but I can't. Usually move-ins around noon, but if they want me there at 6 a.m., guess what, dudes? I'm there. I'll be there for you. Here's your keys. Move in. Bye-bye. And then I got another one in Drumheller, which is like an hour and 20 minutes the other direction. So it's going to be kind of a crazy day. I got to keep June 1 in my brain here, holding the pen still. I need a clipboard too. And guys, we should talk about pens. I do have a nice pen. I do have a good pen story. I'll tell it to you at some point. But dude, so the Giro finishes on Sunday. The Giro Donna, the women's ladies Giro starts on Sunday. And dudes, it's legit. It's 9 stages. Some great racing there is going to happen. 3 stages for Lorena to win. My girl crush, Lorena Vibes. Dude, just like every time I see her sprint, I think I fall more in love. I think I'm more falling in love with her. Such a dominant, powerful cyclist. And she just makes it look easy. Easy. And she's usually there by herself. I've seen races, I think it was the Alula Tour maybe. Yeah, she's completely by herself, out of position, and next thing you know, she's 8 bike lengths ahead. I love it. Yeah, so guys, I'm going to order some new headphones today. I think I'm going to get the ones that kind of wrap around, do the induction thing. They do say that you can hear a bit better with them. They're not as loud as an actual in-ear, and I hate when the in-ear ones fall out. I can't stand it. You know when it falls out and it gets in your wheels? Yeah, I love that. I've had that happen. Yeah, so it's all back together at the front, guys. We've got, now we have 29 riders in the front group. It's 5:24 back to the peloton here, guys. I'm going to jump over to Tour Tracker and show you some other stuff here right away. So we're over the top of Roncone. Here's our group up front, 29 riders. Just got a dude messaging me here. Dudes, and, talking about Ride Every Tile, we got this going on. There's more tiles in here, guys, I've not put in. Like, there's a bunch going down here. I can't really do any, like, all these are gravel. This is all gravel. So I got to figure out how I'm going to ride all this. Actually, like I said, I was trying to pick up all these ones on this gravel road until I broke down. And I bet you if I would have kept going further, I may have been stuck out there somewhere. But dudes, we got Calgary right down here. And Calgary has an incredible bike path. Here, I'll show you this one. This is what I do in the morning, guys. This is Calgary's bike path map. So again, we'll flip out. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do, guys. I'm sorry. There's the shape of Calgary roughly, okay? And we'll come to this one. There's the shape of Calgary. Now, the one I'm mostly interested in is this green one. So, dudes, check this out. This is called the Calgary Greenway. And it's an entire bike map. Come on. Why can't I? Okay, here I can zoom out. It's an entire trail that goes around Calgary. So that's the city of Calgary here on the right-hand side of the map. You can see Airdrie up above. And I bet you my head's in the way, isn't it? Okay, well, just take my word for it, guys. Here, I'll move the map up somehow. Yeah, we'll do that. There, my map, my ugly face is down here. I get it. I get it. I've been told I'm ugly. It's okay. I'm a man. So yeah, there's the map. It goes all around Calgary. I will zoom in a bit, guys. But the cool thing is, dudes, look at this. It's, where is it? Now I can't get back to it. Up to the top. It's 140 kilometers. So it's about 85 miles to ride your bike all the way around Calgary. Very little climbing. There's like 800 meters of climbing in there. You get up to 1,300 meters in elevation. Wow, I didn't know it got that high in Calgary. That's going to be on the north end of the map. Yeah, it is. Up near Nose Hill. There's a huge park. Like, don't think park. Wow, we got an attack by one Marco Garofoli here off the front, guys. One Marco Garofoli is jumping out of that group. He should be on the move right now. So he's jumping out. I'm surprised it's not showing up. Yeah, Garofoli attacks at 50.5k to go, showing up on Tour Tracker. He's jumped out of the mini peloton that's up front. Here he is, Gianmarco Garofoli. Putting in a big attack. They are pulling him back, though. Movistar's pulled him back. And EF, all the Movistar boys have moved to the front. Movistar's trying to plan something today, guys. Garofoli here, 23 years old, from Ancona in Italy. Sits 34th overall right now at the Giro d'Italia. Rides for Soudal Quickstep. So there we go, boys. There we go. And catching up here again. I think I need a drink. Okay, dudes, I got to catch up. Fab Singh Unibet is a gambling company, but is not the national gambling syndicate in Belgium, which is why they get frowned upon for some reason. Oh, so it's not the main dudes. Lotto. Yeah, dudes, a lot of teams were sponsored by the lotteries, but I don't know. Is it a gambling mafia? Who knows? Rail saying gambling is horrible in general. Maybe that's why they are frowned. I guess Titama's ego bigger than the sun. May also take Cape Town right now. Are you 8-9 hours ahead of me? And just think about this too, guys. Sean is deep in the winters. South Africa. Sean, how cold does it get there? Like, seriously. What is a cold day in Cape Town? I'd love to know that. Catching up, guys. I gotta catch up. Dave saying I'm having a Roger Miller day. I don't know what that is. Who's Roger Miller? I don't know who that is. Yeah, dude, exactly, Aaron. Lorena, I don't need no stinking lead out Vibus. Talk about a cannibal in sprint stages. She puts in 10-meter wins in just 200. Yeah, totally, dude. Totally. I've seen sprints where I'm kind of like going, I think Lorena left this one too late, and then she wins by 10 bike lengths. Dude, she's just jacked. Yeah, girl crush. That's my girl crush right there. Right there. I'd marry you, Lorena. Bad genetics on my part, though. Not that I'm implying anything, Lorena, at all. Boro Hands Grower needs something to show. Swoosh Kid's back, dude. Swoosh, where you been, bro? I haven't seen you for a while. Stage win, podium, come on. Vlasov. Yeah, dude, like, I mean, they've got guys, top 10. Has Red Bull won it? Red Bull hasn't won a stage. No stage wins. That's right, Lorena, yellow trash Vivas. So was Lorena the rider that actually said that I thought it was a garbage bag or yellow trash? She's her own team, like a certain Jean Gadret. Attacking on descent that only works on Zwift. A bike race called the Calgary Stampede would be great. So, dudes, that little map I'm showing you there before, so it's all chilled out now, guys. Everything's been brought back here at the front. We still have 29 riders in that front group. Movistar riding the front, two-door. Pinarello. Pulte boys are up to 2. Dude, I'm really impressed by the Pulte boys. They're always there. They're always there every day. They're not dilly-dallying at the back. The team's very present at the front. Dudes, broad, wide descents, bombing downhill here, over 90k an hour on the motos. Dude, Sketchville. Super sketchy. It's not. These roads look really nice here. Rail's wondering if it's a predictable Narvaez 4th win. There's a downhill and an uphill at 30k to go. People need to gang up on Narvaez and participate. Yeah, exactly. Dudes, we'll take a look at the profile again here. Yeah, here it is. There is this downhill here at the Andalo Lever. 8 kilometers at 3.6% climb. Yeah, dude, so that's what I think. Dude, Rail, you just said it in a different way than I said it. I think the attack's going at 170. That's the real phase 2's kicking off there. That's where someone launches it, goes to the Red Bull KM, gets over the top of the climb, and they're gone. They need to be a half-decent climber, though, to take on that last little chunk today and not get caught. So it's not going to be a sprinter. It's going to be like a versatile type climber, a guy that can climb and a guy that's not afraid to attack. Yeah, who's in this front group for... Okay, so UAE guys, we got Igor Arieta, Jan Christian, and Jonathan Narvaez. Dude, these guys are like, I don't know, like a band of like, they're like a band of brothers. They're like they're like pirates. They're just like doing whatever they feel like at this race. No GC ambitions here. Just every day is a day that they can win right now. That's what I'm feeling like. There is an attack coming out of our mini GC guys. 4 riders, 3 up the road already, 1 bridging across right now. One's going to jump across. We're going to have 4 up front. There's going to be some more reactions here. 2-door on the front of the second group trying to react. I think it's Garofoli's up there. There's an EF rider, 1 Movistar rider. Didn't get the a picture on the last rider in blue. Probably an Alpecin rider, I think. Tobias Bayer, maybe? Could that be him? Could be a Groupama FDJ guy as well. Or, nah, it's Decathlon. Decathlon's up the road too. So, yeah, these jerseys from a distance, guys, are very tough to tell. Probably Caruso. Has to be Caruso. Okay, Fab saying they interviewed Vlasov yesterday, and he said he was going to have freedom today. Yep, it's Bahrain on the front here, guys. Movistar going. That must be Rubio. Looks like Rubio riding style. EF rider, Yardi Christian Vanderlee. Perhaps, maybe Michael Valgren. We've got two of them up there. It is Caruso on the front, guys. He's the only Bahrain guy up here. And, yeah, four of them together now. The one Soudal rider, it's hard to tell. We got two of them. We got Garofoli and Van den Bosch. We saw Garofoli go earlier. Did he attack again with these three? These four are going, boys. 44 kilometers to go. And we're going to have a quick look here. See where they're at. Sounds like there's some drama with the dogs upstairs. We're through the sprint, guys. And yeah, let's leave it right there. Now, this shows the full extent of the race, what we got left. We're under 50K to go for almost all the riders. Yeah, actually all 50 now. All the riders, I mean, the peloton's through the 50K banner. Riders at the front says 45.5Ks to go. Double wedding, Colin and Lorena. Drew and Demi. Y'all fight over the rest of them. Yeah. As far as I know, Lorena only said, I seen something yellow on the ground and thought nothing of it. Better sprint for 8th. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I heard the Demi version of it. When they said, I thought it was a yellow garbage bag or something like that. Trailer for sale rent. Yep, you got it, Dave. Stop saying dude. Dana. To Dana. Yeah, I think Dana's been on the channel before. Dana Falco. Stop saying dude. I love it. Dude. One thing for sure, Lorena might not be the maid of honor for Demi and vice versa. Note to Demi, do not wear yellow or she might not notice you. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Okay, guys, race is starting to heat up. This is a little bit earlier than I thought. I thought we'd be kicking off kilometer 31, kilometer 30 right in there. These boys are going from kilometer 45 out. Yeah, there's definitely dog drama upstairs. I might have to go check. I'm going to catch up here, guys. Asking Canadian to not say sorry is like asking Italian to stop saying words ending in vowels. Yeah, guys, we always say sorry. It's just what you do here. And you don't even notice that you're saying it. It's like, okay, sorry, dude. Sorry. Like you come to a door and you're both trying to go through. Sorry. Like, basically means, okay, you go. The chase is at 15 seconds, guys. They're 200 meters behind. It's Andres Leknesund trying to jump across. We have 24 more riders at 20 seconds back from the front group of 4. Caruso. Valgren won Pedro Lopez, so it wasn't Rubio, and Gianmarco Garofoli. So he did get on the second move today. We are now seeing a lead Trek rider, Ciccone, in his blue jersey, jump out of the group to the front. One rider trying to go with them. Leknesund is just around the corner from them here. Dude, beautiful scenery here. Beautiful. Sean saying it's 1600 in Cape Town, so it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So, dude, you're 8 hours ahead of us. 17 degrees Celsius with a low of 11 expected. Dude, it's not even cold. The coldest it gets in the city is on average 6 to 8 degrees in deep winter. But in the countryside, it reaches 1 to 2. So they can get almost frost in the countryside. Okay. Yeah, Drew's asking, fish dude, the anchovy taking a snooze. Yeah, they are right now. Best place guys, I think the best place rider overall would be Damiano Caruso, 13th place. And I think he's still 13 or 14 minutes back overall in the GC. Take a look at Caruso. Yeah, Caruso is 13:47 down on GC. So they've got like they've got just under 6 minutes lead right now. So there's no threat to the GC here. More of threats in those lower GC positions. Top 10, 20. Someone's getting in trouble upstairs. Misha Bredevald is SD Works Crush. I'm good. Right, guys, so don't forget, this Sunday, somehow we're going to cover both stages. We're probably going to watch more of the Giro d'Anna, as it'll be the ceremonial rigmarole over at the men's Giro. I've already confirmed that Lorena Vibes will win stages 1, 2, and I think it's stage 6. Stages made for her. Like, she's going to that, yeah, I got 3 stages coming up. So we'll see her in action. The coolest part there, dude, I'm going to do it right now. When I was talking to Colton yesterday, we were talking bike talk, bike racing, and all this, and I've never talked to Colton in person. Nice young guy. He mentioned a girl from Calgary. So I got on first thing last night when I got home, Colton, and I looked her up. He told me her name. Alexander Volstad is from Calgary. She is from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. She's 20 years old. She's riding for EF Education Oatly. She is riding Giro Donna starting this Sunday. Bang, bang time. So, yeah, bang, bang time for her. She rode Itzulia Women this year. Finished 14th in the Utes classification. She did the UAE Women's Tour. Guys, I think we might have been following this a little bit, but when I just kind of follow along in the background, I'm just kind of jumping in and out of the race. So great. Dude, she got to race up the Jebel Hafit. Great climb in the UAE. Uh-oh, someone's getting in trouble upstairs. Dudes, I'm going to grab a quick drink of water here, and I will come back. I'll be right back. Yeah, quick water break. I'm out of coffee, but I need something to keep talking here. Currently at 40 kilometers to go, guys. Chasing group at 30 seconds from our front group of 4. Caruso, Volgren, Lopez, and Garofoli. Be right back. Stage 4, terminal. Okay, dudes, back inside the 10x10 cube. Everything's fine up there. It was actually the corgi was being bad. Leknessund has joined the 4 riders up front, so we now have a 5-rider break on the front, guys. Yeah, definitely bang bang time for the women's race coming up. So yeah, obviously, dudes, like winter in the southern hemisphere is not really winter. It's kind of winter. So Sean, we hit 25C yesterday, which was really nice. Today doesn't look so good, but dude, sometimes for us, like May, June, it can be sweltering 31, 32 Celsius, or it can be 15. That's kind of our summer. Okay, just jumping around here, guys. Real same problem for Ciccone is that he's hyperactive and he usually has nobody from his team in the break to control. Yeah, he's all by himself there. Ciccone is up front by himself for the Trek. We got one Alpecin boy. We got Manuel Tarozzi for Bardiani. One EF dude. Remy's by himself. Simone Gualde is by himself. We have 3 Movistar riders. 2 Pinarello Q36.5s. We got Mick Van Dijk. Vlasov, who we've talked about quite a bit. Could be a day for him, and he's no threat to the GC, so if he goes, the GC boys at the back aren't going to do any chasing. I'm seeing an attack here now by Tarozzi. Tarozzi attacks, basically as I'm saying his name, guys. Here is Tarozzi. He's number 25. I can see his number. Dragon dudes with him. They're trying to basically whittle this field down. Manuel Tarozzi, 27 years old, from Faenza in Italy. He's been pretty active at this race, guys. 5 days he's been in the break. This will be the 6th day that he's been in the break. Best finish looks like he got a 36th place on stage 15 into Milan. The stage I didn't watch. That stage. So, dudes, I am going to check my phone here. That house in Drumheller that I got to get cleaned out. It's supposed to be happening today. Temperature has dropped, guys, with the rains down to 28 degrees Celsius right now on course. And, yep, we're going to hang out back here on Tour Tracker for a bit. You can see our 2 groups. There should be 3 groups. Yeah, 3 groups on course. Front 2, that's our 5 riders up front, and the 25-plus riders, whatever it may be, just behind them. And then a long ways back, we got the GC Peloton. Now they're saying this is a place we're in called Stenico, 24 degrees Celsius now. 37 Ks to go. We are dialed in, locked in. Dave saying, like, share, tell everyone. Yeah, give it, guys, slap a quick like. Throw a comment later. I don't know. Throw something in the comments. We should do something fun every day, like, I'll put code word in or something like, And it's all it's going to be is like blue, 48, size 16, something like that. And then everyone would comment, and then people would be like, what is he even talking about? So what's your eye color? How tall are you? And how big are your shoes? I'll probably start that off today. So if you've watched the video, only you guys will know what I'm talking about. If I was Ciccone, this is coming from Rail, I would maybe wait for the Gao stage. Yeah, dude, we are doing Paso Gao. That's stage 19, I believe. Maybe the peloton will let the break go for the stage, and the climbs are hard enough for breakaway politics to matter less. P.S. Alan Halthy is XYO World Mountain Bike title holder. Strange that they don't list those on his Palmares. I also checked. Yeah, dude, I looked yesterday and I couldn't see it when you brought it up. Dude, maybe you got to look on their CX profile. Like, I don't know. Well, because basically PCS only shows road and CX. I don't think they do anything else. Maybe I got to find another source, dudes. So, guys, it's on my screen here, and I'm going to look at it again here while we're here. So, yeah, dudes, I'm thinking about doing some of this trail. Like, I thought about what's a good way to quickly fill in all those squares over on... And, dudes, I've done a lot of cycling on Calgary. Like, if I could pull all my rides in from the 80s, dude, it would all be filled. But, you know, you could ride the entire Greenway Path cycle all around here and get a ton of squares and then start doing rides where you fill in... Dude, you could have a big square really fast. So, again, on Ride My Tiles or Ride Every Tile, it's all about getting what's your biggest square. I think the record's out like 100 or something, like 100 by 100. It's just a lot of fun to plan your routes. Like, to go down a road you've never been down it. Why? Because you need to fill that tile in. You got to fill that tile in. Dude, leaderboards. Why don't we do that right here? All tiles. So this dude here, I don't know who he is. Tile count. He has 78,800 tiles. And he's got a huge lead. I wonder how many tiles I have. I probably have a couple hundred. I wonder if we can click in and look at this guy. Here's his tile. Dudes, check this out. Bro, I don't know who you are. Jay Canoopy. I hope I said that wrong. Dude, everything that's in green here, he's traveled. So you can see how small these tiles are. Check this. Where's this guy from? This is Germany? Stuttgart. Yeah, it is Germany. He's ridden down the... Yeah, you're going to see a lot of weird ones too, where you've ridden down like a valley system, how it's going to fill in. Yeah, dude, that is so awesome. Wow. Check out this guy's tile. And then you can tell where he's, like, maybe he lived in another location. So he obviously maybe lived in northern Italy, or he visited there a lot, and then he's moved somewhere else. Maybe Germany is where he lives, and he travels to Italy all the time for cycling. Makes sense to me, dude. Makes a lot of sense to me. Wow. This is the world leader in Ride My Tiles. Dude, I love this. Look at this one here, too. I find this fascinating. He came up to Halle, whatever it's called here. Halle Salle, apparently on the map. See that? Halle Salle. And he did a big ride in here, just filling it in. This could have been, he went here on vacation, you know. Every day he'd go out riding. Later on, at the end of the day, he hung out in his gold Speedo at the pool. Statham-like. Dude, I love it. Back to the racing, dudes. That's what I'm working on. I want to be the dude out here that does that. It's going to be me. Mark my words. It's going to be me. There's no one else doing it. So, Hathaway trying to see where are his limits. He's quietly fighting for top 40 GC. Guys, take a look at... you guys are talking about it. We will take a look. So, Hathaway... there he is right there. He's in 40th right now for Team Jayco Alula. He's 1 hour, 25 minutes back. So, and apparently from what Sean's telling us here, he's more of a cross-country mountain bike dude. Which, dude, I'm thinking eventually I'm going to buy myself another bike. So I'm going to get the CX bike fixed. Guys, if you've ever ridden a CX bike, dude, all I can say is twitchy. Twitchy. Like, when I ride my Cervelo, my aero bike, I can ride hands off the handlebars, like as you do. I can't do it on my CX bike. I just can't. It's like, whoa, we're turning. It's instantly turning. Like, it's very squirrely. I thought about, like, maybe a cross-country mountain bike. And not so I can do mountain bike descents, kind of like a Cape. I guess dude, like a Cape Epic bike. Would that be like a cross country mountain bike? You dudes that are into cross country mountain biking, let me know. Like the Cape Epic, I see that race, and I'm like, wow. It's not, and I don't think that it's super technical mountain biking, but it's a lot of cross country. You need a tough bike. You basically need a mountain bike. You really do. Proud of the half of these rides so far. This is from Sean. Not bad for a mostly off-road rider transitioning to road. Yeah, dude, anytime you can transition from one to another. We got Caruso out front, guys, with Garofoli. It's Caruso and Garofoli now out front. They are solo. They got 3 seconds on Volgan. I'm going to watch the screen a bit here, guys. We're just leaving Stanico, it looks like. I saw a sign pointing in the other direction here. So if we kind of have a quick little gander here, they probably just popped out of this town here. Probably a small town, Stanico. And they're just up the road from it now. Breaks 2 riders there. We have 6 riders chasing them. Yeah, here's 6 riders. They're actually pretty stretched out, guys. They're on a bit of a descent here. This is where I think Phase 2 is really going to kick off, right at this kilometer 30 mark. And I think it was Rail earlier mentioning, 30 Ks from the finish. You got this climb, a descent, and another kick to the finish at Andalo. Andalo, the finish location here. Beautiful. Wow. Dudes, yeah, come on. Come on! Yeah, winter, summer, everything's fantastic here. Like, dudes, one country in the world I'd visit. Besides Cabo, just for quick getaways. Ron saying he loves CX bikes. Dudes, I think I'm gonna start collecting bikes. I think I want to collect bikes, like just classic cool bikes. I wish I could have fixed it the way it was, and the wheels are the wheels, whatever, right? But dude, like it's just so funny. I got like this, whatever, my training bike. I took it in, like, dude, this is kind of like an iconic bike you got here. I'm like, really? I'm like, I knew it was a decent bike, but dude, there's nothing special about it. I don't even care that it's aluminum. Like, it's fine. The garden brake. What's the garden brake? Rail saying Hatherley's quite good on those hilly medium mountain stages. He suffers in the big mountains, and his lack of in-peloton experience causes him to be a bit out of position. Yeah, dude, exactly. I thought about that. Like, Crank down the road for me, the bike shop, they do Tuesday, Thursday rides. I'm probably not in good enough shape right now to ride with them. But, dude, I'd be more concerned about my group. My group riding technique. Because I'm just used to riding by myself. I think I need to find, like, a riding bro out here. A small riding community. Dude, Three Hills puts on rides. I got to go out there. I will. And maybe Colton wants to go for a ride one of these days. But I think Colton's doing more gravel stuff. You can find Colton on PCS, by the way. I looked him up. Dudes, shout out to Colton again. I love meeting young dudes like that. So I just typed in Colton. I did this for you yesterday, Colton. And Colton's a Blotny. So when I met Colton at first, I don't know why on Strava, he had a Russian first name. Date of birth unknown. Colton, you are a man of mystery here. He's done only a little bit of racing here, but in 2023, he would have been 16 or 17 years old. 40th at the junior road race in Canada here. 2024, also did the men's junior road race again. 30th place individual time trial for Canada. He was 24th men's junior. Dude, he scored PCS points right there. Love it. And 2025, I think he did 2 gravel races outside. I'm not sure if everything shows up here. National Championships Canada. This must have been the gravel championships for men's elite because he'd be over 18 at this point. He got 18th place overall. Dude, that's really good. Not bad. So looks like there was 48 starters in that race, and Colton slots right in here at 18th. He was 8:31 down on the leader. Perry Benjamin. I'd like to look at some of these names. Dude, I should be watching more of these guys coming up here. One American in there. Racing at the Canadian Championships. I wonder how that works. And then he did the range, which would have been last year, July 20th. 2nd place. Wow. Looks like there was very few people at this race, though. The range, and I've heard of that one here. I think it's a new race in Canada. I don't think it's very far from here. Looks like it might have been a tough one. 211 kilometers, and I bet you it was a ton of climbing. Yeah, look at the winner's time. Almost 8 hours to do the 200 kilometers. So they're rolling at 25. The winner's speed, 26.7k an hour. Probably a ton of climbing. So yeah, he was really talking a lot about gravel racing yesterday, you know, Unbound. I think Unbound's coming up right away, guys. So Colton, good to see you again, dude. Yeah, I think Unbound might be this weekend. Yeah, dudes. I'm trying to figure out how I can cover that. I thought about doing that. Jan Christian has been dropped from the Ciccone group. So, dudes, situation on the road, it's kind of growing at the front now. We've got 8 riders in that front group. We've got 4 chasers. 16 guys riding together, and then it's 6:18 back to the peloton. I'll jump back to Tour Tracker so we can see this better. Here is our situation. The break, 8 riders. 2 chasers now, they're saying. 3 riders, so that second chase group is falling apart. And then there's another group of 6. The peloton, where are they? Way back here. Off the back it says, that's the peloton right now. I think they've just came through Stanico now, where we saw that sign earlier. I'll try to zoom out a bit so you can see where we're going. We're going to be going past this beautiful, probably glacier-fed lake here. It's got that same coloration, looks like. Might be just the angle of the camera. Okay, and the chat's just gone away from me. The chat's gone away from me, guys. Phase 2 of the race is underway, guys. Phase 2 of the race is underway. Flocky's asking, did Sagan do mountain bike at the same time as road? I don't know if he did. I bet you he would have done a little bit, or maybe he wasn't allowed to under contract, but I think Sagan started in mountain bike, didn't he? I think Sagan was originally a mountain biker, switched to the road, and at the end, I think he tried to switch back to mountain bike, but I think he just did it short term and said, yeah, that's enough. Because I think that sport had evolved so much from when he was there, and he really wasn't up there anymore. Oh, I gotta catch up, guys. I gotta catch up. Sean saying the Cape Epic is definitely epic, but so expensive to ride. Ron saying, I don't think so. Okay, he's saying Sagan started in mountain bike. That's right. Sagan did start in mountain bike. I got Ron back me up here. Ronaldton. He's taking a break from the garden break. Got you, dude. Ron's going to be back for the finale. Dude, it's going to be a good one at the end here. It's going to be a real good one. So, dudes, let's just settle in here. Watch this. 32 seconds from the front of the race to the blue jersey of Ciccone. Who is up there? Have a quick peek, guys. Our Pinarello rider, David Dela Cruz. So David Dela Cruz is in the front group. So now we've got 10 riders there. Caruso, Valgren, Lopez, Rubio, David Dela Cruz. He's actually good position overall. Sitting 14th overall. And he seems like a rider, too, that gets better throughout the race. He's had some good results lately. So David Dela Cruz right now sits 14th overall, like I said. He's at 14:57. A minute and 10 seconds. The problem is it's behind Caruso, who's in the same group. But he will be moving up. Egan Bernal is not in this group. Rondell is not in this group. So there's going to be some big shuffles today, guys. Remember, these guys are 6 minutes up on a lot of these names. Like Bernal is 6 minutes back. O'Connor, 6 minutes back. These dudes are on a run today, guys. So David Dela Cruz, Damiano Caruso, those are the names I'm thinking about. Jan Hurt, these guys are on a big, big move in the GC today. Let's look at the virtual GC. I guess this is the best way to show this. Virtual GC, guys, look at this. Damiano Caruso, up 7 places right now, if the race ended right now. Another big winner, I've just mentioned them. David Dela Cruz, you can see it on screen here. He would be moving up 4 positions overall into top 10 position. Jan Hurt would be moving up 3 places. They just need to keep this big gap. They need for that GC peloton to say, yeah, day off. We're taking a day off. Great for these guys up front there. They are on the attack. Now, at the front of the GC peloton, I can see Tudor's doing some work. We've got 2 riders for Tudor up there. They don't have... Let me think about that for a second. I'm not sure if they have anyone up here. Okay, they got Stork. Stork's up there, but Matisse Rondell is not. So it's expected of Tudor to do some work now for their guy. If we go back to the actual GC, Rondell is 11th overall. So now the GC peloton saying, okay, dude, you got to do some work. You have to do some work to represent your team. So 2 Tudor guys are at the front riding for Matisse Rondell now. The Visma boys sitting right behind them. Bang, bang time. Bang, bang time happening, guys. Oh, yeah, Jan Hurt. He's giving him the hand. Come on! Because he knows this is a big day for him. He's looking for assistance here. Actually, I think he was lipping off Stork there. And earlier today, I think it was Ciccone giving this to Stork. Stork's up there, from what I've seen, just kind of hanging out. He's just up there. But yeah, he was giving them these, the hand talking. I loved it. Okay, dudes, I just got to catch up here. I got some good questions. Aaron's talking about the geology in this region. Dudes, I got to study more stuff the night before. And I see a new rider. I see Mobile Gaming Tutor. Dude, I love it. Do you have a YouTube channel, bro? Where are you from? How important is cadence versus power for endurance? How important is cadence versus power for endurance? Dude, they ride cadence mostly just so you don't beat your legs up. So I did a lot of structured workouts lately. Dude, back in the rain here. We're back in the rain in the front group. Super slick. Lights are on. Basically, they're going to spin. Dude, naturally, I want to spin slow. It's my style. But I always call it bodybuilding. The slow cadence, you're probably bigger and more powerful. But because of that, you're fatiguing your muscles all the time. If you can spin faster, that's the modern way of modern cycling. It's 90 to 100 RPMs cadence. You're going to put less fatigue on the muscles. You're kind of spinning lighter. You got to teach yourself to spin. And that's better for endurance. That's my overall terrible understanding of it. Backdoor top 10s. Backdoor? What are we talking about here, Aaron? The biggest fake news thing in cycling. Only about 3 to 6 guys really earned everything they got. So, dude, Mobile Gaming Tutor, let us know where you're from. How'd you find the channel? And do you have a YouTube channel? And do you tutor people on mobile gaming? Yeah, mobile, there's a huge difference. Like, I'm terrible. I'll grind climbs at 60 RPMs. I have friends who are spinning at 95 to 100. I think it depends on your type of body, too. Like, if you're a skinny little dude with little legs, but you just got a huge engine, it's good. If you're just a naturally bigger dude, full-size man, full-size guy, like you just got big quads, I think you can do it. But eventually, I think the fatigue will just set in. So it's better to spin. They used to say back in not even that long ago, spin to win. Spin to win. And you'll see it here. Like, all these guys are moving a high cadence. All the workouts I've been doing on Zwift have all been about developing your cadence. Like, ride at 90 RPM warm-up, 95 at this power, 100, up to 115 RPMs. And they'll make you hold that for 30 seconds. Dial it back down to 90, back to 115. Kind of like interval works with cadence. Drew's got the eggs going this morning, guys. 25 kilometers to go here at the race. We're definitely in phase 2 of the race. It's cooled down a lot now in these rains here. There is guys, it's lumpy bumpy coming through here up to that category 3 climb. There is a big descent, and the roads are a little sketch. Kind of dry in areas, patchy puddles in others. The white lines, it's one of those days. This is where I would not want to be going down that hill at more than, say, 50k an hour. Claudio Paglia here. Nice to see my hometown has been chosen for the Giro. Come on, Italy. Dudes, Claudio, your hometown, is that Andalo? Is Andalo your hometown? Because we're going there, dude. We are going there. Trento is just off to the southeast, guys. So this town right here, but I'll put it on a map. Andalo. Dude, how do I get to come hang out in Andalo? I'd love to just sit on a corner in this town somewhere at the little local, dude, at the Hotel Paganella, however you say that, or the Hotel K2. or the Hotel Cristallo. Sipping on some fine wines. Dude, I know nothing about wine, so you can tell me anything about wine, and I would believe it. Anything. I just drink it. But like I said, dudes, haven't drank since the beginning of January. Clean. Rail saying that Stork is playing game theory, and that's very good. It's all up to Narvaez. We got Claudio here. Claudio, thanks for joining us, man. Yep, Aaron. If there's still rain after Category 3 climbs, slip of wheels could wreck the race for someone. Exactly, dude. I'm kind of getting nervous about that coming up. It's, where will that be? Let's take a look at the map and see where we're going to be bombing downhill. So, as you can see here, we're climbing all the way. So, the time bonifications, the Red Bull KM, comes about halfway through the climb. We keep climbing all the way into Andalo, through Andalo. The Category 3 climb is on the outskirts of Andalo, in a forested section, and we'll still have about 11 kilometers to go at that point. Then it's Sketchville riding for 5K down. Then we climb back up into Andalo itself when we come around the other way. So between kilometer 10 here and kilometer 5, that's kind of like risky. I can see one nasty switchback here. Yeah, there's a couple of sketch corners. They could come flying down out of these woods here, and they come through a parking lot. It's got to be like a ski area, I would imagine. This could be sketchy here, and then they've got a hard 180 here as well. Depending, what the rains are like. We're now flying over Lago di Molveno. Most beautiful lake in Italy. The most beautiful lake in Italy is right here. Dudes, yeah, that's this lake. Here we go. Lago di Molveno. Welcome aboard, right here. Apparently the most beautiful lake in Italy. It reminds me of Lake Louise. A little bit. Just this one picture here anyways. I'd say this is third or fourth to Lake Louise in Canada. Just saying. A little bit of bias here. Just kidding, guys. I think I've been to Lake Louise maybe 4 or 5 times in my life. That's it. Dave's asking, how many have legs bigger than our waistline? Flocky, do people still drink Cinzano? I see them at every kilometer. Exactly. I think I tried Cinzano years ago because I'm like, yeah, dude, it's like a Tour de France drink or whatever, or a Giro drink. I hated it. I don't even know what it is. I think it's a type of wine. It's not. Is it like a wine liqueur? I guess I'm gonna have to get some again when I start drinking again. And guys, it's not that I'm not drinking because, like I said, I'm not an alcoholic or not. I just haven't had the urge to drink. 34 seconds between the two front groups, guys. Let's jump back to PCS here. So we've got a group of 10 up front. 33 seconds to another 10 riders here. Stork and Narvaez hanging out together. Tonelli, Vanden Bosch, Mark Donovan, Jan Hurt, Eric Maas, Simone Gualdi, Giulio Ciccone, and Christian Vanderlei. Jardy Christian Vanderlei. 10 riders up front. Caruso, Volgren, Lopez, Rubio, Dela Cruz, Van Dijk, Vlasov. Here we go, dude. Let's get it. Big moves today for Damiano Caruso. Let's vault him up to top 10 today, guys. 6:16 back to the Peloton dudes. They're like, go. Just go. This doesn't affect Visma at all. Now, so we got Tudor and Jayco riding on the front. Here we go. It's actually saying it over here on PCS right now. Team Jayco Lula pulling in the Peloton here. This will be most likely for Ben O'Connor. Where's Ben O'Connor right now? Sitting 9th overall. Yeah, 9th overall. So he's in 9th right now. Well, guess what? Damiano Caruso is going to bounce up right behind him. Go back to the actual GC again. The virtual GC. Ben O'Connor would be being displaced. Dude, this is why this is happening. So when you see, why is this guy in purple at the front? If you're new here and you don't know cycling, this is why it's happening. There's 2 guys that are down in the GC, general classification. Remember, it's timed every day. It's a race within a race. There's 21 mini races in this 3-week race. Every day is timed. You could lose half an hour one day, and technically you could win the race if you fought it all back, if you brought it all back. Well, right now, Ben O'Connor, who's in 9th place, he's in the GC peloton, who has such a lead over 2nd, 3rd, 4th place that they're just pretty chill right now. They're actually all back there. These are more of the riders that are on like an exploitive type day, they're bouncing up the road, and riders that are in the GC are getting pushed down. That's why we see Ben O'Connor. Take a look at his jersey. It's purple. He's got one of his teammates on the front now riding hard. They're trying to bring things back now so that he doesn't get bounced out of the top 10. Hope that made sense. I did a terrible job of that. That's okay. Caruso for the win. Must be retiring soon. Yeah, dude, it says it's his last year. Casano. Dude, where's Casano? Okay, dude, I'm going to do this for you because we got Claudio here. I don't know if Claudio... Hey, Claudio, you been on the channel before? I'm not sure if you have. Oh, Casano. No, here we go, dude. Nope, sorry. Guys, sorry. I'm actually typing in the dark. I think I've told you that. Maybe it's this one right here. So I think we went past his place earlier on today, I believe. Well, maybe that's not the right place. I'm not sure. Casano Magnano. We did start near Milan, but I'm not sure if that's where he's talking about. Guys, we came past the lake now. The break, the groups up the road are past the lake now. You can see here, if you look on Tour Tracker, this flatter section, obviously that's where we're going to find the lake, in that section there. And then we start climbing again up to Eldano. Lake Mulvano looks incredible here from Aaron. Yeah, the break, the front groups are just off the end of Mulvano right now. Like right now, they're just coming off the end of it. The northeast end of it. It's a northeast-southwest running lake. Aaron saying Shinzano is a vermouth. I don't even know what a vermouth is. I don't know if I've ever had vermouth in my life. What is vermouth? Isn't vermouth like in martinis? I don't think I've ever had a martini either. Colin's like a beer. He's a classy drinker. Classy, super classy drinker. Beer, mixed frozen drinks at the pool. Sugary, and terrible rum. Actually, I think I want to start drinking gin and tonics is my thing. I got a nice bottle of gin upstairs. We got from one of the dentists. Mulvano salutes the Giro, it says. Mulvano salutes the Giro. So, dude, what we can do here is come back. Can I find Mulvano easily? Where's Trento? I got to find Trento first. I think we're right up here. Come on, Colin. Figure it out. Red 5, stay on target. Red 5. Can't find. There's Tirano. Where's Trento? Oh, here's Trento. So we're going to be near Trento. We're up to the northeast of Trento. Oh, dudes, my mapping is bad today. There. No, that's not Mulvano. I think I'm one valley system off from Mulvano. I'll have to find this later. Like, I'm just lost. Sorry. Colin's randomly on the maps. Caruso on the front here. With Igor Arrieta. 2 Movistar riders, Rubio and Lopez. Looks like Movistar is going up the left-hand side of the road right now. Gianmarco Garofoli is going with him. Rubio on the front, guys. Garofoli trying to hang on. Michael Valgren. Valgren's there for EF. Caruso jumps 4th on the wheel. Igor Arrieta, he just dropped his head like, nah, I don't know if I can do this. He's just dangling on the back right now. 5 riders up front. We've got 2-3 riders trying to bridge across here. That'll be Vanderlee and probably Narvaez. It is. Narvaez leads the next group up the road with Ciccone. It's Narvaez, Ciccone, Lopez, I believe, for Movistar. Unless he's in the front group and Rubio's back here. Narvaez takes a pull, slides over and says, come on, Ciccone. If you want to win this, you got to help me out a little bit here, dude. I'm not doing all the work today. I can't, because I want to win this too. So they're all playing cat and mouse here. Who's doing the work? I'm not doing any more. You got to do something. That might be Mass. It's Enric Mas here in this second group. So Mas is in the second group. We got Rubio in the front group. See a Red Bull rider popping off the back there. It's Mick Van Dijk. Mick Van Dijk's been popped off. He's kind of caught in the middle. There are dudes coming across. 5 in the front being pursued by 3. Mick Van Dyke just hanging on. There'll be 8 back in this front group, and we got a couple further back. So just let this all get refreshed, guys. It's not really representative of what's going on. Here we go. The 5 up front have been caught by a couple. I think Mick Van Dyke's going to tag on here right away. I believe, if that's him. Dude, more moves being put on the front here. Rubio is absolutely smashing on the front here. Michael Volgan's there. You can see riders popping off the back of the front group again. Rubio keeps looking back. What kind of damage am I doing? I think Arrieta got shelled out the back. He's trying to fight his way back on right now. He's coming back. David Dela Cruz is coming back up. So it looks like there's 7 or 8 in this group. It keeps changing all the time right now. Sean Northcote, lots of expats, South Africans in Canada, especially in the medical profession. Yeah, I do meet a lot of South Africans here. To me, South Africans, probably the greatest accent in the world. Love it. Don't forget that South African movie, you know, the one I'm talking about, the alien invasion one, District 9. Love that movie. The Shrimps. Narvaez is attacking now with Enric Mas. Dudes, are these guys on the front or with Ciccone? This is the second group back. These guys are actually further behind. So we've got first group up the road, 7 riders are saying. 3 riders just outside the back of that would be Juan Pedro Lopez, Mick Van Dyke, and Garofoli. 44 seconds back is this Ciccone group who's trying to put a move in right now. I think they realize they need to get up there now or else they're out. Damiano Caruso, great position here, guys. Again, for Caruso, this is what it's about today. Now moving up into 8th place overall, guys. 8th place. Rubio ripping it. Rubio goes on a huge attack up the left in the shadows here. Dudes, I'm going to get you over here. We're back in this forested area. So this must be fairly accurate. He attacks during the forested area. Uninstall that. We don't need to see my security warnings. Guys, I don't know if you're like me, but I've been having the same security warnings about, your software's expired. Please install or renew. I've been sitting uninstall and then Xing out for about the last 2 years on both my PCs. Yeah, Jim from Vegas. With all these damn tours, I feel like I'm Chevy Chase on Vegas vacation. Flocky, I'm on day 5 of no alcohol. They reckon the €10 pint is coming to London. Wow, dude. Yeah, I think I bought a 6-pack of ciders before January 15th. There's one left in the fridge. I haven't even drank them. I haven't even touched them. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Dude, just no urge right now. I'm not saying I wouldn't. If there was an Inside Cycling World meetup, I mean, me and one other human being, I would get slammed. Probably get slammed. I'm scared to drink now, too. Shinzano is vermouth, usually found in martinis, but you can drink it as a standalone. Dude, I tried and I hated it. Jayco's pace of shame to save O'Connor's top 10. That's right, Rail. That's right. So they're getting forced to do the work because there's 2 guys up the road, specifically Caruso and David Dela Cruz, destroying that position for Ben O'Connor. And David Dela Cruz is in this group with Caruso right now. There's 5 guys left. Rubio is just up the road, guys. Just up the road. Here, I'm going to give you some hands. I guess, Chris Horner gets a lot of views. Maybe if I do this more, you guys will like that. And maybe win the Vuelta at 41 years old. Maybe that's got something for it too. Right? Maybe. His pedigree's a little bit better than mine. But I'm just cooler. Probably better looking too. Got more hair. I'm older. I'm also Canadian. What else can we say about me? I got a nice scar. Here. There's also that. And moving on. Claudio's saying that Italy is full of lakes where you can cycle on. Lago di Garda. Lago di Garda. That's probably, I think Lago di Garda for Italians is that's the place you go. Is that right, Claudio? I've ridden that lake so many times on Ruvi. They actually have an elevated pathway around the lake that's been built for, I guess, cyclists and pedestrians. I can imagine that. Dudes, you know what it's like when you go on a bike path. If you're half decent on the bike, you got to contend with the other folks out there. Walkers, people with their ski poles doing the walk down the bike path when they don't really need those telemarking poles, whatever you call them, the hiking poles. Cassano d'Adda, the start town between Milan and Bergamo. Okay. Claudio's first time here. Well, Claudio, dude, thanks for joining us, dude. My name's Colin. This is the boys. This is the dudes. You're all here. Rick from Oregon. I was wondering why any team would be up there helping Visma. Dude, okay, Rick. Rick's brand new. I've never seen this name before. Rick, thanks for joining us. Yeah, Rick, I ramble a lot, but they have to go to the front now and assist Visma. And Visma's saying to Jaco, hey, man, your dude's losing. We're really not losing. Our guy is so far up leading the race, we don't have to do anything. There's no one in that front group that's threatening us. Remember, guys, it's a race within a race every day. Narvaez on the front with Garofoli, I believe. Remember, and this is the chase group. They're trying to get out of this chase group to join the group that's up the road to have a chance of winning the stage. It's all about winning the stage, right? UAE, they're not going to win the race, but they've won multiple stages. Guys, what's the UAE stage count? 3 for Narvaez. We've got Arrieta. Have I missed anyone? Like 4 stage wins? Maybe 5? In this front group now, guys, it's... Wow, I can't believe Arrieta's there. Arrieta was struggling. So through the bonus KMs, the Red Bull KM, we got Igor Arrieta, who I thought was going to be dropped. Einar Rubio and Michael Valgren. Dude, and... Okay, good. I'm glad they said it here. Through the Red Bull KM sprint, where the generous prize money provides more of a reward than the 6, 4, and 2 bonus seconds. So yeah, guys, it's kind of like a preem, if you want to call it that. Spelt prime. They're already through that. That's the bonus here, the Red Bull KM. There might be like 3,000 euros for first place, 1,500 for second, 500 for third. That gets all put into the kitty for the boys, and they probably all split it. That's kind of how that works. So we're passing through Aldano now. Is it Aldano? I think so. Andalo. We're passing through Andalo, and we're going to be very, very close to the finish line. I'll show you right here how close we are to the finish line. You could probably throw a rock 2 or 3 times, and you could probably hit that place. The finish line right there. Let's take a look at the finish here. Looks like a pretty decent finish today. Nothing crazy. Yeah. Really easy finish here too today, guys. Maybe a slight false flat down. Maybe. Just ever so slightly. No, nothing crazy for turns. They are descending now, though. This is the part I was a little bit concerned about from kilometer 10. Well, sorry, they're not. They're just on a bit of a descent. Still climbing here. It's kind of staircasing its way up. Top of the climb is right here. We're going to leave town of Andalo, sorry, and go up through the forest, hit the top of the climb. It is dry now, though, but I think it's just dry. I think it rained very recently here. Einar Rubio on the front, leading Vanderlei, I believe it is. No, it's Michael Valgren. Arrieta's gone now. Arrieta is gone. So Arrieta was fighting for those prime at the Red Bull KM. 2 riders up front, Rubio and Valgren. Jumping back to PCS, guys. Just maybe I can get this. Yeah, it's Valgren and Rubio, followed by 3 seconds, Caruso, Vlasov, Arrieta, and Leknesund. Just a tiny bit behind that, we got David Dela Cruz, Mick Van Dijk. Dude, this guy's been fighting hard today. Mick Van Dijk. Let's take a look at him. Dudes, he's 1.9 meters tall, so he's 6'3", 26 years old. He's from Goes in the Netherlands. Weighs 74 kilograms, so he's a bigger rider. He's a bigger rider. Definitely tall. 74 kilos. That's so skinny. So great job for him to be up there hanging with these boys at all. So Rubio's on the move today, guys. Rubio and Valgren. And I think someone earlier was talking about Cavagna, saying this is reminiscence of a Valgren move. And here's Valgren. So maybe Valgren's going on I'm positive someone said that earlier. And going to catch up again. Dudes, yeah, I'm falling behind so far. Okay, right here. Vermouth is a wine base slightly bittered by the herbs, and that's why I'm out right there. That's enough. That's why I don't... Guys, I got a real sweet tooth. I got to admit it. But Aaron is saying the best dry one is Dolan from France, and the best sweet. Okay, there, I'm good. I'm back in. I'm fully back on board Cinzano Vermouth now. I'm back in if it's sweet. The original gin called Genevieve from Holland and nicknamed Dutch Courage. Oh, I like it. Yeah, I got a good one upstairs. There's a guy on Ruby, Chris Dark, awesome cyclist, and he's a vet. Used to follow the channel all the time. I showed him, he goes, that's my favorite gin that you got right there. And he's a gin drinker, so it's got to be a good one. And dude, a G&T is quite nice. Juniper Essence, that's right. Okay. Dudes, I got to catch up here. So Movistar is attacking here. Ooh, Rubio is calling through Volgren. Call him through. This is a bit of a replay, and he's doing the old circle. Yeah, let's circle it through, bro. I might start doing that in everyday life. Just, I don't know. And then he's got his hand out like, come on, bro. Yeah, he's irritated. Now's the time. Volgren's like, I'm barely hanging on here, bro. I'm barely hanging on. 4 riders just lurking behind them. This is why Rubio is so, like, come on, you got to help me out here. You got to help me out. This is the only way we got a chance of winning today. They're coming up to the Category 3 now. So there will be points available. I think Rubio is going to get the points. Volgren's going to say, dude, you can take them for dragging me up here. Now we're jumping back to... Yeah, we're jumping back to the 4 chasers. I can just see in the distance, Volgren took a quick look over his right shoulder. Where are they? Caruso. Now the camera angle's in front of these guys, leading the way with Arietta, Leknessund, and Garofoli. Just hanging on here. Yeah, you got to assume Rubio is going to be allowed to get the points. Volgren's done nothing here on the finishing part of this climb. So we should see them going through here right away. We are inside the barriers here right now. They kind of put barriers up for all of these points areas to keep the fans away from interfering. These guys are going to rejoin. They're going to rejoin on the descent, I believe. Okay. So there's a lot of Casanos is what Claudio's saying. And Addis is the name of the river that passes through the city. Dude, I love learning all the Italian stuff. I love it. I'm going to have to do some deep dives. Deep dives. Yeah, Rubio goes through and gets the points through the Category 3 climb there. Volgren just sat on his wheel. Dude, that's kind of like race etiquette there to me. Like, if I'm going to do all the work, you better not jump me at the line. Especially when they're not really in the competition for the points. But there'll be points there and some kind of prize. Maybe a bottle of Cinzano. A lifetime supply of Cinzano, or a case of all the dry, bitter herb drink that you can have. Hard pass for me. Dude, Sean, yeah, nice question. Dude, yes, I am a geologist. Movistar having a Dumoulin and a win on the same day would be great. Yeah, Rubio hasn't done a ton yet either. Dude, let's take a look at Rubio quickly here. Einar Rubio. He's 1 hour behind. He's 29th place overall. He has been active, though. We've seen him in a lot of breaks. Just nothing's paid off for him yet. Looks like his best finish was stage 15. That was a tough stage up to Pila from Aosta. He finished 11th on that stage in the break for 124 Ks out of 133. So he went early in the day. Got 20 UCI points for that. Ooh, look at this one, though. What happened here? Guys, what happened? Why does it say minus 25 points for stage 5 into Potenza? He was docked points? What did he do? Did he flip the bird to someone? That happens. Sean, I am a geologist by profession. I have my BSc in geology, graduated in 1997 from the University of Calgary. Worked in the oil and gas exploration business here in Alberta, Canada for 21 years. Found myself a little bit on the outside. Pipelines got shut down in Alberta going into the U.S. back in the good old days. Trudeau and Biden decided we don't need a nice pipeline to supply the U.S. with our juicy fruit oil that we have up here. We have more than we know what to do with. Trudeau deciding that pipelines are bad for the world, but let's bring in tankers from around the world. Let's put 2 million barrels onside a boat and ship it across the Atlantic from the Middle East. That's safe. Pipelines are very safe, guys. Anyways, whatever. Yeah, so dude, I kind of lost my profession. So now I am a property manager / realtor / YouTube hanger-outer. Yeah, dudes, I love geology. I love geography. I love weather. Yeah, cycling number one. It's cycling number one on this channel. A lot of geology, a lot of geography, a lot of weather, a lot of history stuff, military stuff. We've gone into urine therapy lately. We're all about urine therapy here. If you're part of the channel, you love urine therapy. Let's just put it out there, guys. Because it's hilarious to me. That's why. What else? Yeah, we talked about a lot of stuff here. Anything you guys want to talk about, we talk about. New dude here, PRN, or PM. Sorry, dudes. 1448 is Jonathan Cooked. Yeah, dude, he is in, I think, the 4th group on the road right now. Let's just see where he is. Where's Narvaez? I can't even see his name. Yeah. Narvaez is in the 4th group on the road, guys. I'll jump back to Tour Track here, guys. It's going to get hot and heavy real quick here now. They are going through the 10-kilometer marker. Well, they've gone through it, dudes. It's on. So, first group, these two, this is Rubio and Valgren. There's a chase group of 4 riders. That will be Caruso, Vlasov, Garofoli, and Leknesund, I believe. Arrieta's there. Sorry. It's Leknesund. It's not Garofoli up there. It's Igor Arrieta and Leknesund. They're chasing. Dude, they're hammering right now. They are hammering. Remember, this is all downhill here. Dry roads, though. Super dry roads, so we've got perfect conditions for Rubio and Valgren to stay away. Dudes, sprint, Valgren and Rubio. Valgren. Boom. Gadoosh win for EF coming up right now, guys. We could have a win for EF coming up. It's 12 seconds back to that group of 4. It's a further minute back to... let me figure out where we're at there. I don't want to update that. Yeah, so we've got 2 riders out front. 4 riders chasing at 12 to 13 seconds. There's David Dela Cruz still having a great day. He's going to pick up so many positions today. Here's some of these sketchy corners coming up. Leknesund, very tentative on that corner there. Yeah. It looked like he was almost thinking about unclipping there. The way he was moving his left leg on the left-hand bend, like, I got to get my foot out. Roads look like they might be just the slightest bit damp here. Boom, Valgren. Here we go, bro. Rubio's going to have to put in a huge attack, you guys. There is an uphill kick and a tiny bit of flat. Valgren on the front now having to do all the work here, keeping the pace high. So it's 13 seconds to Caruso, Vlasov, Arrieta, and Leknesund. Dela Cruz, Van Dijk, and Garofoli have been dropped out of the group. It's 128 from Rubio Valgren to the Ciccone group. In that Ciccone group, we have Enric Mas, Jan Hurt, having a great day. Jonathan Narvaez is in there as well. Florian Stork, Tonelli, Vanden Bosch, Mark Donovan. We can see our front 2. We're going under the 5-kilometer banner right now. 5-kilometer banner for the Leknesund group, Caruso group. The other 2 are just a couple hundred meters up the road, guys. It says actually right here, they're 190 meters up the road. 16 seconds of race time. Gadoosh time, guys. Now, this is when we're entering super advanced bang bang time right now. Rubio still taking on a gel, guys. He's taking on a gel at less than 5 kilometers to go. Okay, I'm going to catch up, guys. Mobile gaming talk. Talkative. Nice eye. Dude, who's got the nice eyes? Who are we talking about? Assumed thighs. Nice thighs. Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Dude, mobile gaming tutor. Making me chuckle inside here. We've got some Magellan gin from the original plants that Magellan's voyage collected on its global circumnavigation. Magellan died so his gin could live. Dude, I love that. I love it. Rail saying, to me, you sound more like Armstrong than Horner. Okay, well, dudes, I'm gonna Horner it up. That's what we're talking. We're gonna amp up the Horner here. Well, maybe that's not a good thing. So apparently I sound more like Lance than Horner. I would love to be anything like them as a cyclist. Yeah. Dude, I'm watching myself on replay here. Doing the hand talk. I don't think his hands are that big. My hands are gigantic, guys. My hands are actually big. Big. Size 13 shoes as well. Size 13. 6'2". All goofball. Yeah, 6'2", all goofball, 187 centimeters, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not really... Well, I guess I do. I could have been a cyclist, but I'd have to lose about 40 pounds right now. That's not going to happen. Horner's favorite 2 words, knuckleheads and Chesterfield. Dude, he says Chesterfield all the time? Like a couch? Yeah, so couch, Chesterfield, the sectional. My favorite is the settee. That's what I grew up with. The settee. If you're a Brit, you know. That's what my granny used to always call it, the settee. Yeah, it is a very crazy race at the front right now. So, guys, Rubio or Valgren, flat finish, going all in on Valgren. All in. All in on Valgren here. He's going to take a move, probably under 1 kilometer to go. Dude, it's smashing. Okay, ooh, Arrieta makes a move. Arrieta makes the move, guys. Jumps away from these 4, Leknesund, Caruso, and I keep forgetting who's that Red Bull rider there. It's Vlasov. So Arrieta's going by himself. He's thinking, can I bring them back here on this climb? Dudes, they're probably only 150 meters apart. Valgren doing all the work here. Rubio is trying to save something. He's like, how am I going to beat this guy? How am I going to beat this guy in a sprint? Rubio, 56 kilos, 1.64 meters tall. He's I don't want to say short, but he's kind of short. Valgren, 71 kilos. He's 30 pounds heavier than his escapeway comrade. Ooh, here comes Arrieta. Arrieta's coming, and the 3 other boys are coming right now too. Guys, I forgot to say one thing. I heard all the kids out earlier today at the race, like the Giro. It's like the schools just shut down. You just heard kids screaming everywhere through, probably when we left the outskirts of Milan there. 3 kilometers to go, guys. I think they're going to be caught. Arrieta's going to be the first to jump back on. A little bit of dilly-dallying here for Caruso, Vlasov, and Leknesund. They're kind of looking at each other as Arrieta's bridging across right now. Shimano neutral service motorbike right there in case someone needs assistance. Woo! My main man, Victor Campenarts. Yep. Dudes, Rubio's kicking now. He's probably been told, dude, they're coming. You gotta go. You gotta go. Can you imagine his DS just screaming, guys, you gotta go. You gotta go. Arrieta's closing in. And the other boys are starting to move now too. Arrieta quickly jumps over. He's riding the neutral service Shimano motorbike. He quickly moved across. This is when they talk about the motor pacing. It's the motorbikes. It's the motorbikes, guys. They use them to their advantage when they can. You can't really blame them. Oh, man. This is a race right now, guys. Arrieta, maybe 100 meters. Quite windy up here too, guys. It is quite windy. We're still just getting... Valgren's going to have to hope that Arrieta doesn't get back. If Valgren can get to the top... dudes, I'm going back here. We're coming back here. I'm going to zoom in a bit more. Valgren needs to get to the top, the flat, to escape here. I think with him, Valgren, and Arrieta's got them. He has caught them, guys. Boom, gadoosh. He caught them. Will he recover, or will he just... Yeah, he's going to sit on for a little bit. He sits on Rubio's wheel. Valgren's starting to look back like a track sprinter now. Everyone's waiting for this final attack, dudes. So he's back. The boys behind are like, man, we had our chance. We had our chance. Arrieta's probably hanging on. Heart rate probably banging off 190 right now. He's like, I got to rest a bit. Dude, it is really windy up here with 2 kilometers to go. Really windy. Ice wines. Dude, I love ice wines. I love ice wines. It's like candy. Dude, I'm a sweet taste guy. Especially for alcohol. It has to be sweet for me. Kind of that's why I like a spiced rum. That's why maybe I don't like dry wines. I'll drink them. It's kind of like start off with something sweet, then switch to the garbage wine. I'll just drink it. Yeah. Colin's the kind of guy, he'll drink. I'll be dancing with 2 wine bottles at the end of the night, putting on my moves for everyone. It's happened. And I did the splits one night, and I think I permanently damaged my hamstring. Facts, folks. Facts. A la circa 1999-2000 at a Christmas party. Wow, dudes, it's all coming back here. I can't believe they're bridging back on. Caruso? No, dude, it's Vlasov. Vlasov has brought them back. I think Rubio and Valgren kind of backed it off there. Flow bikes are still at 1.7 kilometers to go, guys. Still at 1.7. We're going to jump over to PCS here, and it's saying 1.6. I'm going to quickly refresh. 1.4 there. All 6 are back together. They had the chance. Caruso goes on the attack. Gadoosh. 38 years old, retiring at the end of this year. Awesome Giro for Bahrain Victorious. Awesome Giro for Bahrain Victorious. Caruso on the move. Rubio goes to them, and Valgren goes as well. I think there's been a little bit of a hesitation. Arrieta's struggling. He's already done a huge amount of work by himself to get on. He's tired. And it looks like we're riding straight into a headwind. Still climbing here, guys. We have not hit that flat section yet. We haven't got to the flat section. Where are we exactly? We're getting very close to the finish here, guys. The lead-in's coming right now. Remember, I'm a little bit delayed here, so I'm going to hang over on PCS and just call it how I see it. Try to keep the chat going, too. Dudes, I got to do a little bit of sticky bottle here. Any rugby fans? I think there are a few. Dude, Rubio goes on attack. Caruso, Valgren, Leknison comes back on. Arrieta, and now Vlasov is just trying to get back on. A lot of curvy, swervy. Rubio says, I'm not doing anything more. I'm not pulling any more at the front. Your turn. Vlasov goes up the right-hand side of the road. Puts it a little dig in. Rubio jumps on his reel. Arrieta, Leknison, and then Caruso. Dude, this is awesome. Guys, they're all just jumping up. Valgren goes up the left-hand side. He might have caught them sleeping. Valgren might have caught them sleeping, guys. At 1 kilometer to go, Valgren attacks, and everyone just looks at each other like they're all dilly-dally, dilly-dally. Now there's a move coming. A second rider goes. Dude, he just opened up 200 meters. You just gave the stage to Valgren. I don't want to work. I don't want to work. I don't want to work. He's gone. Leknison was the first rider to jump, and now it looks like Vlasov's finally on it. Dude, he might have it. I think Valgren just wins the race. I think Valgren's going to win the race here. Leknison digging hard. Valgren in the banners. Gadoosh! Dude, I love it. I'm looking for some markers here to see how far they are. Race might be technically won. Remember, this is about a 20, 30 second delay at times. 500 meters to go. Leknison's coming though, guys. Leknison is probably the only guy that can catch him. Yeah, he is. Valgren looks pretty good here, though. He knows he's got a stage win coming up here. He knows he has it. Lots of fans here, guys. Under 300 meters to go now. Under 200 meters to go. There's that sign. Leknison sitting about 30 to 40 meters back. The EF rider here looking fantastic. Leknison is clawing him back, though. Slowly clawing back. Valgren brings out some kind of green marker. Holds in the air like a green circular thing. Puts it in his mouth. Wins the stage. Hell yeah. I don't know what you're representing there, dude, but let's figure that out. Leknison second. Damiano Caruso will get third place. Vlasov, Rubio last place. And then Arrieta, who had a really tough day, will cross the finish line in sixth place right now. Boom! Wow, what a finish by Valgren, guys. I think this is Garofoli coming in solo. Yeah. Okay, so guys, if you know what he's holding up there, he's got like this little green circular thing. He pulled it out of his back pocket. It's a little rubber thing. Guys, I have no idea what it is. He's talking about it. It must mean a lot to him, though. He's kissing it. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Maybe one of you guys know the tech thing here. Yeah, okay, we got Paul here saying I was about a kilometer back. Asking if I can try to find a more feed. Dude, the only way I can watch this race, Paul, Rowan here, brand new dude from the channel, I can only watch through Flow Bikes in Canada. So that's about the best I can do here. Leknison, the master of second places here. Yeah, so it's always like, it depends with Flow Bikes. I could be 30 seconds, a minute back. So I kind of stop looking at my data and I just watch the race and kind of see what I'm seeing going on. I look for little crashes, little things like him pulling that green thing out. I'm waiting for the other official commentators to talk about that. I like to look for those little details. More groups coming. This must be the Dela Cruz group. Jonathan Narvaez there. Jan Hurt will be doing well today. Dude, so many big wins by these other teams today. David Dela Cruz, Damiano Caruso. Virtual classification right now, you can see here, Damiano Caruso will be in 9th place overall for Bahrain Victorious. David Dela Cruz will be 12th place overall, depending how the other guys finish here today. I'm going to catch up with the chat. Probably going to jump here pretty quick, guys. The Lucky Charms, I just don't know what he was holding up. I'm trying to figure that out. Paul's asking, is that a Pokemon thing? Dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know. See you tomorrow from Drew. Yeah, Drew, thanks for joining us again, man. Rail, somehow his first GT Grand Tour stage win. I'm shocked. Dude, I was going to say gin and tonic. I'm shocked he didn't win anything before. Me too. Yeah, Paul, Paul, you're right. It looks almost like a chip from a casino, but it's too big. It was like this, unless that's how they do it there. Dude, he caught them sleeping. He just jumped up the left-hand side from the back, just where you should be expecting it, and they all just looked at each other. And he had 100 meters before and they were still kind of like dilly-dallying. Dilly-dallying. Dude, what a great win for him because they were caught. Yeah, he pulls it out of his back pocket, right-hand side. Yeah, it's a green chip. It's got some little studs on it. It's got a black line right across the middle. I don't know what it means. Gonna figure it out. Paul saying it would take you some work to find the reliably fastest feed from which country. I appreciate you doing a great job of live watching commentary. Paul, thanks for having me, man. Love having new people jump in the channel. How did you find the channel? How much cycling do you do? Yeah, so I have to watch on Flow Bikes. I pay for Flow Bikes here. I watch this the whole time. I watch every stage, and I throw some data here, and I'm on my phone talking out with you dudes. Okay, so this is a new bro here too, Zaka. I like to pronounce that the long way. The green thing was a thing his son made for him, a lucky charm. Oh, dude, that's so awesome. Dude, Matt, just win it. Dude, I thought he lost it. And the good luck charm from his kid, man, I got chills. I got chills right now. I love family stuff, guys. Aaron, peace out until another banger tomorrow. Guys, let's take a look at tomorrow. Quickly, we'll go through the preliminary results for today. Volgren, Leknessund, Caruso. Great move by Caruso today. Vlasov in 4th, Rubio 5th, Arrieta 6th. He was struggling at the end of today's stage. He's tired. Garofoli finished solo. Looks like about 16 seconds ahead of David Dela Cruz. Awesome day for him. Jonathan Narvaez and Mark Donovan for Pinarello. Dude, nice, great day. 2 Pinarellos in the top 10 today. Here comes the peloton now, guys, coming into the finish line. They are going to be well over 5 minutes back. Take a look at the stage for tomorrow. It's stage 18. And luckily, I have my thumbnails built. Stage 18, almost 1,900 meters of climbing. Oh, this is going to be an aggressive day, guys. This is going to be aggressive. No big climbs, but lots of places where moves are going to go off. I think this is one is going to be fire tomorrow. The sprint point comes 30 kilometers from the finish. The Red Bull Cam is even closer than that. We got a category 4, 15 kilometers from the finish. But super lumpy throughout the whole day. Very, very lumpy. This is going to be a brutal stage tomorrow. Brutal. Yeah. That's going to be a crazy stage tomorrow, guys. Dudes, thanks for joining me. What's going on today? It's 9:15 in the morning for me. I did sleep till 4:30 today, believe it or not. And goofy videos. I don't know. Whatever. And I'll finish up the chats, you guys. I'm going to jump. Dude, another great guy here. Who's this guy? Yahe Putra. Let's just call this guy Yahe. Dude, I think I'm going to go with Yahe. Yahi. Anyway, thank you for your detailed coverage. It was fun and informative. Dude, thank you for being here with us. Guys, we got to grow this baby. Guys, so remember, Giro for the men finishes Sunday. It's been an awesome race. I haven't done all the stages. Colin's been a bit wacky lately. Just kind of off my game. I know it. But we got the women's Giro starting on Sunday as well. I'm going to do all that. We've got the Dauphiné starting on June 7th, which will be a week later. I think the following Sunday or Monday. We're going to do that. We're going to do the Tour de Suisse, which is going to lead us right into the Tour de France, boys. Right into the Tour de France, where we don't miss 1 second. Unless something crazy happens in my life. Like today was going to be go pick up Addison and drive her to work. Thankfully, Holden, her boyfriend, good dude, found a patch kit at the Canadian Tire and patched her tire for her. So happy to hear that. Claudio, ciao. How was that, dude? Terrible. Great stream, Colin. That's from Dave. Dave, message me anytime, dude. Love the chats we have. And smash the up boot, or yeah, the up chap. Yeah, hit the like on the way out, guys. Just slap the like so someone else will see this later, dudes. I gotta jump. Got some work to do. Gotta hit a road ride today. I'm not doing any CX gravel rides because I don't have my bike anymore. I'm not gonna ride the mountain bike because I thought it's a piece of junk. Now I'm gonna donate that to someone in Africa later today. I gotta drop it off at Cal Cycle. And guys, we're back tomorrow. I'll set up the stream. Look for it. Stage 18 coming at you in less than 24 hours. Dudes, thanks for joining me. I